Okay, I think it's going now. Okay. And we're going to hit record as soon as I know that we are in. We've got it. Going in a few different spots. Yes, we do. Again, welcome everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia. I'm in a different location than usual because my husband and I just moved. There are boxes everywhere. We've moved after 17 years of raising our children in the same location, and it's been quite a whirlwind week. We are going to be recording this. Yes. All right. Are you all ready? Lots of information, lots of information. We're starting with Sensia. I'm going to hit the record button and we're going to dive right in. Got my knee. And here we go. Welcome everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia. I'm coming to you live from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, where I live with my husband and our 16-year-old son. My oldest son goes to Clemson, and we have literally just moved into this home over the last 48 hours. But this presentation that you're seeing tonight is a redo of sorts. We had our annual sales training booked this past weekend at the Hyatt Regency Riverfront in Jacksonville, Florida, and there was a literal explosion that went off. And so we were totally evacuated. And this is oftentimes the most exciting portion of Pure Fire, which this was our 6th annual event. It's often the most attended, most people look forward to it the most because of the nutrition content. And so we have a variety of different nutritional educators, healthcare providers who are educating tonight, starting with me. We're going to be going through the Sensia skincare, the Me Collagen Pro, the gut health and how important that is with Doctors Benga and Lola Adebanjo. We're going to be going through mental health with Dr. Tara Moore and the importance of the products that Live Pure offers and how those products should be and can be utilized to help the gut act the way it's supposed to act. We're going to be going through true stories throughout the entire presentation. We're going to be going through the metabolic reset and those women who are struggling with menopause. But don't worry, if you're a man and you're watching and you're not struggling with menopause, but you're wanting to know how to reset your metabolism, we're going to be walking you through that as well. We have Dr. Tammy Jones walking us through eye health, which I believe might be, we all have eyes, right? And our eye health is so important, and we tend to forget that until something happens. And so she's going to be walking us through how to take care of our eyes with the Live Pure products. And then we've got more testimonies. We have IFBB Pro professional bodybuilder Armando Aman walking you through the sports line and why that line is such a good sports line for everyone to use for overall endurance and ability in the gym. He's going to be walking you through those sports line products. And then we have my friend Megan, and I'm really hoping we can make this work. She's going to be sharing the neurological system and how Pure impacts things like migraines, Parkinson's, dementia, MS, all things that, again, we don't really tend to think about until they hit us. And then we're like, oh, does Live Pure have something that can be offered as well? Yes. And so I'm so excited for this evening. If you're just tuning in and you have a group of people that you think might like to hear this, share this link with them, pure-influencer.com, so that they can watch and listen in. And again, we have a number of different providers that are going to be sharing with you this evening. And I'm so excited about that. So we're starting with, again, myself. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Rachel Garcia. I practiced medicine as a physician assistant for 20 years. So I went to the University of Florida, then I went down to Miami and got my master's degree and got board certified to practice medicine as a physician assistant, which I did for 20 years, largely in the fields of surgery, dermatology, general surgery, and plastic surgery. And so dermatology was a massive part of my background. At one point, I even invested $50,000 in a skincare retail store, Skin Solutions MD, which had a brick and mortar location in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. I sold the best of the best, the most expensive skincare that you can find on the market. And we're talking $250 serums in the morning, $100 eye creams, $150 eye creams, all the way up to $250 eye creams, and nighttime serums, 2 and 3 of them that were $200 to $300 each. That is what I sold in my skincare practice. So I'm going to be walking you through the Sensia this evening because I know about skin. Now, Pure has allowed me to walk away from practicing medicine, which was a $100,000 investment in my education and 8.5 years of my life. But I feel so blessed to be able to share this information with you all tonight. So I'm going to be walking you through Sensia, what it is, why I think everybody should know about it, why it's so important, and why I think everybody should be using it. Again, Live Pure offers a 30-day satisfaction guarantee with all of their products. This is formulated by K-beauty experts from Korea. So if you look up the term K-beauty, Korean skincare, Koreans are known for their beautiful skin. They're known for the glass-like translucent skin. In fact, it's a term that's oftentimes used in marketing online. Glass skin means skin that looks crystal clear, poreless, translucent, and luminous like a piece of glass. Do you want that? Yes, you do want that. It's what people are chasing after. Now, you will learn through the evening, especially if you're just tuning in with us, a few of the things that Pure is known for, what they stand by, what you can know that you're getting when you're putting a Live Pure product in your body is we are largely plant-based. The majority of the products that this company offers are plant-based nutrition. So look, you can see the ingredients that are in the Sensia skincare line. We have high quality, high concentrated ingredients that are safe. Whether we're talking about the skin or we're talking about the sports line or we're talking about even what you're putting in your children, that was a segment that we did a couple days ago. These are things that you can stand on with Live Pure. And so these are some of the ingredients that are in the Sensia skincare line. I think when we're talking about skincare, again, being someone who sold some of the most expensive skincare that can be purchased, it was not common to see quick results with skincare. Any of you that have purchased 100, 200, 300, maybe you purchased the $500 peel your face off skincare set that you had to do 8 steps in the morning and 8 steps at night. You're literally peeling, looking like skin is falling off of you for 3 to 4 weeks straight. That you see results because you look so horrible for a couple of weeks. It's unusual to see results without having some sort of a sunburn-like peeling thing happening to your skin. These are the results that people are seeing. And what we've got here is if you look, 95% of test subjects in 15 days saw reduction of eye and fat swelling, reduction of wrinkles around the eyes, improvement in smooth skin. And one of the questions I've gotten a lot since this was released last March is, do I need an eye cream? Look at this. You do not need an eye cream. These 4 products that this company offers covers all bases. Okay, so the improvements in the skin, as you look at the before and afters, are quite significant. And I would encourage you, again, if you're looking for skincare, to give it a try. One of the other things that's super important, you heard me talk about safety with the Live Pure products, is that the majority of skincare ingredients out there, you guys, are not safe. The skin is your largest organ. What you put on it gets absorbed into your body. We are going to be talking about cleansing the toxins out of your body tonight because that is so important, what we're putting into our body. This, you can stand on the fact that the ingredients in the Sensia skincare line have the EWG certification, which means they're safe. It's not dangerous to be putting this on your skin. There are many women out there who do not care how safe the stuff is that they're putting on their skin. They should care, but they don't. And then there's a lot of women who do care. We cover both bases here. Okay, so I will tell you that we've got this 4-step protocol, okay? And you can see it starts with the foam cleanser that cleanses the skin barrier. Now, people for years would always say to me, how important is the cleanser? The cleanser is important. And what's unfortunate is the good cleansers out there oftentimes cost $50, $60. It's on your skin, it's gone. This is cleaning. You want to clean that barrier that's keeping all of the bad stuff out. And you want to make sure that it's ready to absorb the good stuff, okay? The toner sets up that instant moisture barrier so that as we begin to get the moisture and the peptides, you're going to hear me talking about peptides, down into the skin, it's creating that barrier. The emulsifier, the emulsion, gets the nutrients down into the skin lipids. We've got a great little diagram of that here in just a moment. And then you'll learn more about the cream here delivering the nutrients into the dermal layer of the skin, which is why we get such powerful results. I think that was just a picture of the 4 main products that I'm traveling with everywhere that I go. So there's a slide about the cost. I will touch on this for just a moment. The majority of good skincare, okay, women that are spending, it's a minority of the population who are spending this kind of money on skincare, but they're out there, will spend, as I said before, $200 on the morning serum, $200 on the night serum. That is not the cream, that is the eye cream, that is not the cleanser. To get this whole package for $188 if you're a preferred customer with Pure, again, give them your email address and you're a preferred customer. So you get that 25% off saving. Instead of it being $250, it's $188. This lasts you about 3.5 months if you use it morning and night. If you are already spending money on skincare, you already saw the savings right there. If it actually works, you already saw the savings right there. Remember, they offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So I'm going to tell you a story about my friend Colette. Actually, I don't even have updated photos from her. I need to get updated photos because she's posted even better ones since. Colette is kind of an internet sensation. She has a lot of followers because she's very popular on the internet selling a makeup. And she's over 50, and that's her kind of marketing, is the makeup for women over 50. I met Colette last February. She came and spoke at one of our events. She learned about Sensia because it was being launched at that event. She started using it, and she sells more Sensia than literally all the rest of the distributors and reps in Live Pure combined, because she loves it so much. Now, let me tell you, because of her extreme popularity in the social media world with the makeup she sells, she has people throwing skincare products at her all the time, trying to get her to represent them. She buys her own Sensia and she represents it and sells it and recommends it to her followers because of the results that she's received. You can see the fine lines around the eye areas that have gone. You can see the dark spots that are around her nose specifically that are gone. She absolutely loves the results. And we have others who have had tremendous results as well, but she is one of our most in the public eye, who is very, very particular about taking her pictures because she wanted to be able to show her followers her results. So it's a blend of 12 natural ingredients for natural skin, contains 3 patented peptides based on clinical results, and all ingredients have that EWG safe grade certification, which is so huge. I don't have a lot of time to go into what the EWG verification is, but you can go look. And so I feel like I'm repeating myself with the safety of the ingredients and them being natural. This is a great diagram for someone who's not in the skin world to understand what typically happens. What typically happens is the skin barrier does get weakened because of a number of different things. The skin is the largest organ. It's very important. But if your skin barrier is broken, maybe you're using a rough cleanser, maybe you're constantly exfoliating, you've got the barrier that keeps the moisture in, that keeps the skin plump, makes those wrinkles look like they're less than they are, is gone. And so you have, as a result, if your barrier is not working properly, dry, scaly skin, itchiness, rough or discolored patches, acne, sensitive or inflamed skins, even infections. We have some great stories. In fact, I'm thinking right now I need to get his testimonies of men who've struggled with severe seborrheic dermatitis and people who've struggled with rosacea because that barrier is broken. And with Live Pure Sensia, they're able to maintain that moisture barrier, get these peptides, these 3 peptides that have been shown in clinical studies to do these 3 things: be effective for improving wrinkles, giving a Botox-like effect, smoothing effect, helping prevent the skin aging and sagging. Nobody likes that. And helping to increase the skin resilience. You want it to snap back, hydrate the skin, reduce the fat under the eyes, and improve the dark circles. These 3 peptides, what we're doing with our specific formula is we have these, you saw me talk about the emulsion. The emulsion gets these peptides down into the skin, and then they're blocked in there. So they're able to keep all of these good things down under the skin and give these crazy results that we're seeing in less than 14 days. So my suggestion to you is give it a try. If you care about your skin at all, don't wait until it's too late. In the world I lived in, many people would come in when it was too late, wanting to look 5-10 years younger, but they've waited too long to take care of their skin. They're wanting to do all these laser procedures, whereas if they'd just gotten on top of it sooner, they would have saved themselves so much work and so much money, right? So taking care of your skin barrier and then delivering those positive peptides down into the skin is very, very powerful. I'm actually going to bring on my friend and fellow brand partner with Pure, Melissa Urban, who is a presidential black diamond in our company. And you're going to get to hear she and her husband's story here in just a moment. But she's going to walk you through, I don't have a lot of slides on it, Melissa, but she's going to walk you through the Me Collagen Pro, which has a skin benefit as well as benefits for the gut. And Melissa's really big into probiotics and gut health. So that's a huge part of why I brought her on and bringing her on, so that you can hear her educate on why is our Me so powerful, the Me Collagen Pro, why should you care about it, and why should you combine it with the Sensia? So Melissa, thank you for joining tonight. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let you share.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to share a little bit more information about our Me Collagen probiotic. I mean, this is really a 4-in-1 product that we're going to walk you through, from joint health, skin health, gut health, and immune support. Listen, aging is inevitable, but we can slow it down with this amazing product. Did you know that collagen is the most abundant protein in the body? You know, collagen is the glue that holds everything together, and we lose about 1% of it every single year as we age, starting around the age 20. So it's super important, you know, to understand how to replace it properly and how to get your body to absorb it. Signs that you need collagen, just before we dive into what these ingredients look like. And I had about 7 of the 9 of these, so I can speak from experience that this is super important in my life. But wrinkled skin, sagging skin, brown spots, intestinal issues, leaky gut, joint pain, brittle hair and nails, rough textured skin. Those are some of the things that we look for to know that we need collagen in our body. And the primary benefits, we've got kind of primary and secondary benefits with our Me Collagen probiotic here. The primary benefits that you can focus on are the reduction in appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, hydration of your skin. Rachel was just talking about that, you know, glowing and hydration with the Sensia, but this is also a great piece of the puzzle. Skin firmness and elasticity, and promoting healthier just hair, skin, and nails. Some of the secondary benefits we're going to talk about in a second involve some of the ingredients that help support and maintain healthy immune system, promotes healthy digestion. We're going to talk about the probiotics, and of course your joint health and mobility. So what damages collagen, really? Well, high sugar consumption, autoimmune issues, smoking, sunlight, and the aging process, and just genetic changes all together. Our formula here with Pure combines, you know, proven benefits of collagen peptides with clinically tested probiotics, and that's what makes this so special. We have type 1 and type 3 collagen in here. So type 1 is the most abundant collagen found in the skin and throughout your body, and type 3 is found in your muscles, blood vessels, and your skin. The amount and quality of type 3 collagen found in the body is strongly influenced by your age. Okay, now we utilize bovine hydrolyzed collagen peptides here, and that is the most potent and effective collagen around. So it's really exciting to have this in here. And what does that mean? Collagen is hydrolyzed. It essentially means that the amino acids within it are broken down so that your body can absorb it. And we're all about, you know, having bioavailable nutrition here at Pure. We have CAT technology, which is a collagen absorption technology. As you can see here on the slide, it rapidly absorbs within 15 minutes into your bloodstream. Again, you know it's effective and working for you. We do have 17 billion CFUs of probiotic as well. And this is really going to focus on that gut-skin connection. So we have 7 different strains, and one is patented from Korea. It's called H17714, and we are the only US company to formulate and use it. Now, this probiotic strain is clinically shown to improve your skin hydration, your fine lines, gloss, and elasticity. So we have studies on that. It's great to, you know, start to use this within 2 to 4 weeks to start to see results. Some of the added ingredients in this product, one is one of my favorites, which my hairdresser always used to mention to me as well, is biotin. Biotin is an essential B complex, B7, that supports your metabolism, and it's the primary component for your hair, skin, and nails. I used to be someone who my hair, skin, and nails had issues. My hair and nails never grew. I had skin issues most of my life. I didn't know the connection with food, nutrition, and my gut health. So this has been a game changer for me personally. Another ingredient is hyaluronic acid. Remember, I mentioned joint health and mobility before. So this is a protein substance naturally made within your body, and 50% of your hyaluronic acid is found within your skin. It's also used for your connective tissue, again, for your joints, skin, and eye health. So you can see how this is all connected. Another added ingredient is vitamin C, which we all know for its antioxidant properties, but is essential in the creation of collagen in your body. Another one is copper. So this is essential mineral involved in the connective tissue. So as you can see, we really put just a lot of thought into the ingredients here and how they work together for you. It tastes phenomenal. There's no bad ingredients in it, no sugar, no chemicals, no antibiotics. It is 100% pure, hormone-free, grass-fed cows. It's in the physician's desk reference. And, guys, just mix up a glass of collagen every single day, morning or night, with about 8 ounces of water, and enjoy the benefits of our meat collagen probiotic.
So good.
And
Thank you.
a portion of the proceeds get donated to our Love Justice International, which is a great foundation helping to combat sex trafficking as well.
Yes, we feel so blessed to be able to give back in that way. I think we saved 99 lives, people from being sex trafficked last year, just from our purchases of the Me Collagen Pro last year. So it's nice to know that we're giving back in a way. I don't know if Greg is coming on with you, Melissa. Is he? Yes. Okay. So we are going to be dropping in true stories throughout the night. And Greg and Melissa Urban have a tremendous pure story. And so not only are they presidential black diamonds in our company, and that means they've changed thousands of lives, but their own lives have been changed. And so you guys are going to get to hear that before we move on to our next speaker.
Thank you, Rachel. So I'll briefly start. This is our 10-year anniversary this week with Pure. I was introduced this from a friend of mine, actually, that I saw and met at a fitness club. We became very good friends. We've been married for 26 years. I walked away from my full-time income to be a stay-at-home mom. I got involved in the fitness world. I saw my friend's transformation. She brought me to an event, all-day event, to learn about Pure, and I just knew from my gut that I needed to be part of this company. When I saw the Cleanse, Balance, Build philosophy, I knew we had to have it, and not only for our family's health, but potentially for our financial future. I was attracted to the products, but you're going to hear a little bit more about that from Greg. We quickly realized this was a long-term legacy for our family. I fell in love with the results we got in the products. I thought I was a healthy person, but you don't know what you don't know. From joint health, gut health, skin, hair, allergies, pain, I experienced it all. We had tremendous results. So we started sharing. And we climbed the ranks with this company from, diamond to blue diamond to black diamond, really grabbed hold of Rachel, plugged into the system, and never looked back. Traveled the world with this company, but I think the most important thing is what happened with Greg this past year, and I'll let him share a little bit more about his story.
Hi, everyone. Greg Urban, Melissa's husband. So typically, if you've heard me speak before and talk a little bit about our story, I generally talk about money in the business. I get excited about money, of course, but this time, staying in line with the presentations you're going to hear tonight, I actually have a health and product testimonial for you all this time. So it was a little over a year ago, January 2nd to be exact. I actually remember the day I stepped on the scale and it read 259 pounds. It was the heaviest I had ever been before in my life. And it was that moment that I made the decision that I was not going to let the scale hit 260 pounds. So nobody can make that choice for you. You have to make it for yourself. I already knew what to do. I've heard Melissa and Rachel and all the other great presenters give tons of presentations over the last 10 years. I could probably do a live presentation overview right now if I had to. But I do understand the importance of nutrition, sleep, exercise, stress management, and Pure absolutely helps with all of that. I am a numbers person, so I do want to talk about numbers a little bit. I did get blood work done a little over a year ago, and recently as well. So first of all, the scale's down almost 50 pounds. So the scale doesn't lie, almost 50 pounds. And I've been on medication for cholesterol for as long as I can remember. I was told that I would probably be on it the rest of my life. And while my cholesterol was pretty good on the medication, if you don't have to take pharmaceuticals, you don't want to, right? So I'm happy to report that with the most recent blood work, my cholesterol is down over 30 points. I'm actually off the medication now. If you know anything about triglycerides, my triglycerides were almost 200. So they're down to 116 over 80 points, and they're in normal range now. So my ratio of bad cholesterol to good cholesterol was over 4 on medication. So the medication was robbing me of my good cholesterol, as well as helping keep my bad cholesterol in check. But my ratio now off medication is around 2. So bad cholesterol down, good cholesterol is actually up. And for you people that know about diabetes or being pre-diabetic, my A1C is down as well. I was 0.1 points away from being pre-diabetic. And my doctor said to me, you know what, Greg, if you're pre-diabetic, I consider you diabetic. And I did not want to go on diabetes medication. So I'm happy to report that my A1C is down as well. So the first part of the story is making the decision for yourself. No one else can make it for you, and Pure has the tools to help you get there. The second part is never quitting and never giving up. So it wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight. I was losing about a pound a week, which I think is a healthy rate. It was frustrating at times. I plateaued, and there were weeks and several weeks in a row where I didn't lose any weight. Pure introduced Magic and Magic Plus, a weight loss supplement that I believe truly helped me break through some of those plateaus. I take Magic and Magic Plus every day, and it really helped me break through those plateaus. So if any of you were at Pure Fire, I hadn't seen the banners for about a year. So there are banners that are out in the hallway outside the presentation rooms of all the diamonds. And the banner of us, like I said, I hadn't seen in about a year, and I didn't even recognize the person that was in that particular picture. I wish I had a picture that I could put up next to me right now. But Rachel, that's a hint. I want a new picture on a new banner. So there's one thing that I actually read from another leader here at Pure on social media. She talked a little bit about it, I think, in her presentation at Pure Fire as well. But it was from Tara Moore, and what it read on social media is, you don't eat the fruit the same day you plant the seed. So how profound is that? Like I said, it took a long time. It didn't happen overnight. But one thing is, I made the decision to make the choice for myself and to never quit. If you never quit, you will not lose. The only outcome is for you to win. So I'm not done yet. I have a goal I'm about 210. I have a goal to reach 200 pounds and break the 200-pound mark. And the third part of the equation is Pure, and I know Pure is there to help me. It certainly has helped in this journey. And it's anything worth doing is not easy. It can be difficult, but Pure makes it easier.
So
Rachel,
good, you guys. Thank you so much for coming on and for sharing your story, both of you. And I do have your before and after pictures, Greg. I just haven't pulled them up into this presentation. And for those of you who haven't yet seen the magazine, Greg is featured in the magazine, right? I think you're in the magazine. Yes, on the metabolic transformation page. So There we go. There we go. You guys can see his picture right there, right? So we can get you a new banner made, Greg Urban. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Thank you so much for your help in presenting as well, Melissa. I appreciate it so much. And we're going to dive in. We're just going to keep moving along tonight, you guys. If you're enjoying this and you know people that you think need to hear this, just keep inviting them. Our next speakers, as we move through, is on gut health. So we have 2 phenomenal people who own their own medical practice in Memphis, Tennessee. In fact, I just went to their anniversary of their practice oh gosh, you guys are going to have to remind me of how many years it was. It was a long time. They'll tell us when you come on. So Dr. Benga Adebanjo and Dr. Lola Adebanjo will both be coming on to teach you guys about gut health. These are, again, medical providers who see many, many patients every single day. Dr. Benga also goes over to the emergency room, and he's at the hospital all the time. Like they are legitimately seeing patients in their medical practice, and they wholeheartedly, as you are about to hear, promote and love the Pure products, and try to recommend those products to their patients as much as they possibly can. So, well, we're going to see if I can get them on here. I had them a second ago, and we'll pull them up. Oh, they might be on. There they are. There they are.
There we are. Good
Oh.
evening, everyone.
Okay, we're so glad you're here. I have the slides, so I'm just going to go ahead and start going through them, and you guys tell me to click as you want me to, okay? Again,
Okay.
everyone, this is Dr. Benga and Lola Adebanjo. They are brand partners in Pure, and they are also on our wellness advisory panel with Pure, which is a really big deal because they are interacting with corporate in regards to our products. So welcome, you guys. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we are going to talk today about very important topic, very, very important topic. This is about your gut health. Look, people, the state of your health depends on your gut health. Everything that we're saying in Pure begins with your gut health. So we're going to do a functional approach, functional medicine approach to your health. So it's very, very important to listen to this because it's big, it's huge. And this is the things that they don't teach in medical school. So that's what I want you to kind of listen to this, So, well, let me introduce myself. I know Rachel introduced us, I'm going to introduce myself and my co-presenter today. I am Dr. Benga Adebanjo, and I am an MD, and I've been practicing medicine for the past 35 years. And Dr. Lola, who is my wife of 35 years this October. Also, she's a doctorate, she has doctorate in nursing practice, and she's been practicing also for 20 years. So we are owners and operator of Good Life Medical Center. So what we're going to present to you today, first thing I want to do is to acknowledge the people who contributed to this presentation, people who have actually made changes in our life. Our upline, cross lines. First thing, I want to specifically, thank Rachel, Garcia. There's the word in the Bible that says the voice of him that cried in the wilderness for 17 years. She's been crying, talking about this issue. Thank you, for remain the same, never change. We thank you. And also want to acknowledge Mrs. Melissa Orman, we just listened to her and her husband, Mrs. Dr. Nkem Opala, Miss Esther Additional, and Dr. Oshinobi, popularly known as Dr. O. So these are the people who have contributed greatly to this presentation. However, by the way of disclosure, and Rachel already told you that we are a member of the Pure Advisory Board. So today, we're going to talk, like I mentioned, on our gut health. See, according to the CDC, the chronic disease in America is huge. If you look at that slide that is in front of you, 6 out of 10 adults in America have chronic disease. 4 out of 10 have 2 or more. Now, let's do the numbers. When you talk about 6 out of 10, that means 60% of the Americans. And what is the population of America? That is about 332 million Americans. That's the population. So 60% of that is about 200 million people have chronic disease. And all this started with the issue with their gut. So you can see how huge the whole thing is. And you can see even the CDC said that they spent up to 3.5 trillion annual health budget. It's huge. So what we are doing in Pure is how do we tackle this? So the market is big. It's so big. And that is one of the things which we're doing here in Pure. Your gut health contributes to this. changes what happened in your gut health, result into these chronic conditions, like things like the heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stress, dementia, diabetes, chronic kidney disease, all these things. So we can tell you all of this occur because of the state of your gut health. So what you eat, and I want you to listen to this, what you eat determines what you are, and also the kind of life that you live. If you're going to be healthy or suffer from chronic illness, it depends on what you eat. So your gut health is very important. So maintain a good health. A good gut helps your health. Now, if you look at this slide, you can see there's something we call gut dysbiosis. What it means is the imbalance in your gut. And that means, it means that everything go wacky, go haywire. Everything's confused in the gut. And when that happens in your gut, that is what leads to inflammation. And those are the inflammation that affect all these organs, your nervous system, your lungs, and everything is affected because of what happened in your gut. Next slide. And you can see now let's look at, when we talk about gut, I want us to define what gut is. Gut is not just stomach only. It's called the GI tract. That is gastrointestinal tract. It extends from the mouth, the point of entry of food and liquids, until it comes to from behind, from the anus. So the whole, from the mouth down, that is actually your gut, your GI tract. Now, what are the functions of this? What's the function of the tract? It transports food and liquid, like we mentioned, digest and absorb nutrient, and then you excrete the waste product. So the whole of that is where your tract is. Now, I can tell you that tract has a massive surface. If you go to the next slide, the massive surface, it is estimated about 250 to 400 square meters, huge. And in your lifetime, in my lifetime, about 60 tons of food and bacteria transmit through this. You actually gone through that. So there's a large amount of bacteria. And we call that microbiome. Sometimes they'll call it microbiota. This all throughout the gut, we have that from the mouth to everywhere you have the bacteria, which is the microbiome. So now, the ratio of human to bacteria is about 1:1. So almost every one of us, we are full of microbiome. Now, there are diversity, different types of microbiome. The only thing is that there is a balance, and that is why, if you don't understand the principle, later on, my wife will talk about the principle of cleanse, balance, and build, So this microbiome, you have the good ones and the bad ones. They kind of, balance each other. But this is what happened. Dysbiosis is the increase of the bad one. So when the bad bacteria increase, and if you look at the next slide, it releases what we call endotoxins, lipopolysaccharides, the things that really causes damage. And I'm going to explain that a little bit. You see, the intestinal system, the surface of your intestine, comprises of very cells that are actually tightly linked together. We call it the tight junction. So those junctions prevent things that can damage your body, damage your system from going into your blood. But what happened is that the food that we eat, the American diet, we have some of these highly refined products that actually causes damage of this. You can look at it, those tight junctions that get damaged. And on the right side, you can now see that there's a leak these things that's supposed to be out of your system is going into your system to the bloodstream. That is what we call intestinal permeability. That is what common saying of leaky gut. So that is what the leaky gut, that is the beginning of all these things that we have, that the chronic condition that we have. Now, the question is, what are the causes and consequences of this leaky gut? If you look at it, there are multiple causes. The first one we can talk about is what we call the standard American diet. And right in bracket, they call it SAD diet. You know, it makes people sad because it causes illness. Now, these are highly refined carbohydrates, highly refined dietary products. Those diets, those things that we consume, they are the biggest trigger. We have things like gluten, dietary, grains, sugar. You can even genetically modified foods, GMOs, the sodas, the alcohol, you know, NSAID. When we talk about NSAID, the Motrin, the leaf, the things that you take for, oh, I have this joint pain. Those are the things that destroy and cause leaky gut. Antibiotics. When you take, Dr. Eke mentioned before in one of our presentations, when you take just one antibiotic, it causes a lot of damage. It takes you months even to be able to repair. Chemotherapy, radiation, stress, unresolved emotional trauma, unforgiveness, you know, carrying burden, things like that, reduces this the protection that we have in our gut. And so those dangerous things begin to leak into our system. Things like heavy metals, infections like bacteria, viral, fungal, parasite, things like that. So when they get into our system, they begin to form a lot of interaction, what we call the cascades of inflammatory changes. So those inflammation, when they affect different cells, all the autoimmune condition, like the rheumatoid arthritis, if you look at that, the MS, dementia, cancer, that is the consequence of a leaky gut. That is what happens if we do not take care of our gut. Now, let's look at it. Then this slide shows exactly what's happened from the head to the toe. When it affects your sinuses, that's where you start having the frequent cold, those food sensitivity, sneezing, you know, those allergy. And then when it affects your adrenal system, you become so tired, fatigue. When it affects the joints, you can look at that number 3 here. You see your arthritis, the fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is, you don't even know the cause of it, just having pain. It's just because of these inflammatory changes. Those cascades of events that happen when these cells when they get into your bloodstream, you know, they releases what we call cytokines. You know, the cytokines, things like interleukins, you know, things that, you know, the something called TNF, NF-kappa B. These are cytokines, these are chemicals. These are inflammatory chemicals that cause cascades of events that now affect all these organs. So now, if you look at the next slide, says the impact of this this gut bacteria on your health. You talk about autism, bad sleep, kidney disease, all kind of chronic changes, even the heart and diabetes. So when we look at this, and then the next slide tells us, even in the brain, you can even see that is a brain gut, you know, syndrome. And I think the next speaker will talk about that. And I know because of time, you know, now we have talked about this problem. How do we repair the gut? How do we take care of our gut? So I'm going to just talk to Dr. Lola. We'll continue from there to tell us exactly how do we repair these guts? And then what are the things that we have in Pure help you to do that? Over to you, Dr. Lola.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Dr. Lola Adebanjo, and like my husband introduced, you have had all the things that happens with gut health, and that is so important. And most of the health issues that we are facing nowadays is because of these 3 main things that we are saying. Toxic, we inhale it. We drink it, we eat it, so we're toxic, out of balance, undernourished. We grab whatever we see on the go and we keep moving. And we wonder, why am I sick? Why am I having all this? The next slide shows us we are now dealing with so many things, chronic inflammation, and then physiological imbalances. And then we go from one specialist to the other. Let me see the cardiologist. Let me see the gastroenterologist. Let me see the neurologist. Maybe they can fix my problem. But we are not addressing the root cause of the problem. It's almost like when you have a house, water draining, and then you are mopping and mopping and mopping the water, but you're not turning the faucet out to turn off the water. You will mop until you're tired. So the next slide shows us all the chronic complications that our gut is showing as a result of us not taking care of our gut health. You can see that physiological imbalances, and then the complications, diabetes, high blood pressure, constipation, and the list goes on and on. And instead of us fixing the root cause of the problem, we're now dealing with symptoms. We're giving you pain medication, we're giving you sleep pill. That's not what you need. We need to go back to the root cause. And that's one thing I love about Pure. Pure Products addresses the root cause of the problem. Next slide, please. So the 5R for gut health. What do I need to do? Now I've had what the problem I've created in my lifetime. What do I do? 5 R's. Remove. We need to remove allergens, food allergies. Remove them. Parasites, environmental pollutants, and stress. Replace. We have to replace the digestive system with nourishment, vitamins, and things like that. Reinoculate, repair, rebalance. Those are the 5 R's. And you ask me, how do I do this? Next slide. You can do this by putting the right products into your system. Pure Products, the 3 things that they focus on is cleanse, balance, and build. Cleanse your body off of toxins, build your immunity level, balance your pH level. Like my husband said earlier on, he said, you are what you eat and become what you don't eliminate. Our food products are not as nourishable as it used to be. You and I will agree on that. And it's no longer a matter of what do I need to supplement? It's a matter of what am I supplementing with? I was at that point when a friend of mine 3 years ago introduced me to Pure. I was tired, joint pain, I couldn't sleep well. And this is a slide that shows a cleanse, balance, and build. All our products here, that's what they do. These products helps you to cleanse, balance, and build. In as much as you will not leave your car, not servicing your car, we're doing damage to our whole body, the most expensive vehicle in our life, by not servicing it. So you and I need to service our body. And that's what Pure Products helps you to do. You can see all the different products there. Some of them you already had Rachel talk about. And next line. What I noticed 3 years ago, after I started putting these products into my body, is better sleep, more energy, less pain, better bowel movement, better mood, weight loss. I lost 35 pounds. It is amazing. I felt, wow. I felt younger than I felt when I was 25, 30. And it is truly, truly important for us to put the right product into our system and not stop dealing with, let me have 5, 6 medications to treat my symptoms, but let me go to the root cause. And it does not change in one night. We have this amazing, amazing different pack. Whoever invites you will share with you. And to some of us that are brand partners, we know all these products. And are we putting it in our body? That is a key thing. I remember we have a car where I didn't service the car for some time, and then the light was just going, bam, 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 due for servicing. I think you'll get that in your car too. And if you don't service it, what happens? It knocks the engine out. And one other thing that I find out is that you can't say, oh, I have this amazing car. They asked me to change the oil. I can just put any oil into it. No, oil is oil. No, but we are doing that to our body. Food is not food. What you put into your body is so important. To learn more, go to our website, www.purelifechangers.com. Rachel did amazing, amazing job on that. Learn more. What you don't know, what we don't know, we don't know. But now that you know, what action are you going to take? For you, for your body to service you for a long time, you need to put the right thing in your body. And to answer that question earlier on that Rachel said, it was 20 years anniversary that we were celebrating. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Yeah.
Adebanjo. Lola and Bengo, you are both amazing. We appreciate you taking the time out tonight to educate everybody here. You are a blessing to us. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going to continue on. I hope that you all enjoyed that. We have a number of healthcare providers educating tonight. And we also have stories, as I said earlier, mixed in as we're going through the presentations. And so we are going to be bringing up our next story, which is Miss Lindley Paskey, who I believe is coming to you from the coast tonight. And her story of, well, we'll let her share her story, but she is a presidential Black Diamond in the company, which again means she's changed thousands of lives. So Lindley, please share with everyone why you've chosen to share Pure with others.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm humbled to follow the doctors. They did an amazing job, as did you and Melissa and Greg. It is amazing to have a team of people as incredible as you've heard from tonight that I didn't know 6 years ago, and now I feel like they are part of my family. So my story is about 6 years ago. I was working in corporate America in corporate marketing. I was in a very toxic job that was keeping me away from my family. I was leaving before my boys went to school and coming home at night about the time that they were going to go to bed. At the same time, I was pushing 40 and had about 40 extra pounds on my body that I couldn't get rid of. I had been in a car accident and had a bulging disc in my back, was dealing with some severe pain and looking at surgery. And then I was waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety and panic attacks that I couldn't control, looking for maybe medication or some way to get that under control. I have had ADHD my entire life, so that was being medicated. So it was looking at another pill on top of another surgery on top of another pill. At the same time, my husband, whose father had a heart attack in his early 50s, my husband's cholesterol was going up, and they were looking at putting him on a statin. And then to top it all off, my youngest son started having some issues with anxiety as well. So we were a mess. I was looking for answers, and I was not a health guru. I got lost in Whole Foods. I really didn't want to go on any more medication, but I didn't know where to look. I was looking for a way out of my 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. job, even though it paid really well. It was not allowing me to live the life that I knew I wanted to live and to be the mom and the wife and the friend and the woman that I knew God had made me to be. And so luckily, Rachel is my sister-in-law, and I had watched her in this business and in this company for many years and knew that she could be very successful here, but I felt that that was not for me. I'm not a PA. I'm not a health guru. I really didn't feel like it was something that I could share. And I really didn't understand the power of supplementation at that time until I really needed it in my life. And as a sister-in-law can do, she said to David and I, you guys are crazy if you don't really take a look at what I'm doing and start consuming this, not just here and there, but really the whole cleanse, balance, build system. So we did. We jumped in with both feet and saw tremendous results right out of the gate. I was able to lose the weight. My anxiety resolved. I was sleeping through the night, which made me a better wife, mom, friend, and woman. I was able to see my pain dramatically reduce. I've never had that surgery, and this has been 6 years. My husband's cholesterol cut in half on his blood work. My son's anxiety resolved. And then I started seeing things happening in the lives of my, close family and friends that I was beginning to share this with. My dad's rheumatoid arthritis, which he had suffered with for 20 years, resolved. My mom's diabetes, she saw her A1C drop 2 points. And so things like that started happening for us. And it was really, I felt like a moral obligation to share this gift. On top of that, as we started sharing the gift and seeing that people were recognizing what we had our hands on and wanting to partner with us and realizing that there were more people than we knew that needed not only the health, but also the financial freedom that came with Pure, we started seeing our finances transform. It allowed me to walk away from my corporate job and find the time with my family that I had been longing for. That's been 6 years. I now am home full time. I work full time with Pure, but that's nothing like my life used to be when I worked a corporate job. I'm coming to you from our house at the coast, which was literally not even a twinkle in our eye when we got started with this. You know, we live in Florida, but never did I imagine that our family would actually be able to own a second home, and actually be able to spend time at it, because I worked so much, I wasn't really able to take vacations anyway. So even having the great corporate salary didn't allow me to have the time freedom that I have now. And the purpose and passion that you feel when people call you, you know, my results were tremendous. I saw results with my family, which were tremendous. But now being able to reach people all over the United States and all over the world with the message of Pure, that really fuels my fire and allows me to live the life that I know I was built to live. And so I just encourage you to really take a look at what you want and to dream big, because I had no idea when I was looking to maybe lose a little bit of weight, or maybe, resolve some of my pain issues. I had no idea really what I had my hands on. And the fact that not only could it help my family make a tremendous change, but that I could be a vehicle that could reach this message to so many for change. So if not now, when? And if not you, who? So take a chance on this, listen to the stories, look at the caliber of people that are sharing with you tonight, and look at the caliber of products that they're talking about. People need what we have, and they are waiting for you to share it with them and to allow them to have the change in their life that they're praying for. Thanks, Rachel.
That was so good, Lindley. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing your story tonight. I know that you guys are getting to hear a lot of different stories. And again, those of you that are hearing who were not at our Pure Fire event this past weekend, a week ago, you're getting to hear things that were reserved for a very special group of people. And so I hope you're taking notes. This next presenter is absolutely amazing. I believe she came to us just over a year ago, finding out about Live Pure. You will get to hear her story. She is a pharmacist in Tennessee and has become one of, I think, our very best presenters. She is also a diamond in the company. And that, for most people, doesn't really mean very much. What is a diamond? What does that mean? Again, changed a lot of lives. She's changed a lot of lives. And I think you'll understand why as she begins presenting here. So Tara's going to be covering mental health tonight. And I'm going to disappear and let you take it away, Tara. Thank you for being here.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. It's not lost on me that I've been asked to talk about mental health, for those of you that know me. So it's a little tongue in cheek there. I'm going to talk to you tonight. Rachel's going to get slides going, I know here. We're going to talk about mental health. And one of the things I want to say right off the bat is, of course, this is not an exhaustive presentation of everything we can talk about. And I'm not making any claims here to be able to cure any mental health or anything like that. But what we want to share with you, you just heard from Dr. Benga and Dr. Lola a little bit about how important everything in your body ties together. So that's what we want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about how that your whole body health and how the products that we have, some things that we can have that can add to your life to control these things. So when we talk about the Pure products in mental health, we talk about a healthy body, a healthy brain, and getting to a healthy you. It's pretty straightforward. I think you can figure out that diet and lifestyle impact our overall health and wellness. And we have a lot of studies to back that up. Maintaining healthy brain function and focus is key for overall health and wellness. But a healthy brain and brain function and focus also stands alone as something very important. Positive changes in your nutrition and your lifestyle improves not only your overall health and wellness, but it improves your mental health as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in three directions. We're going to talk about whole body nutrition, a whole lot like the doctors, Dr. Bing and Dr. Lola talked about how it's all connected. We're going to then talk about overall brain health, and then we're going to go into targeted, a couple of topics I want to go over. So doctors previously, Dr. Bing and Dr. Lola talked about cleanse, balance, build. This is so important. We have products to cleanse. Rachel, you can hit the next ones. I'm sorry. I was trying to be fancy with these slides and be all, yeah, we'll sit here for a while. Cleanse, balance, build is so important. It is very important for us to get our whole body healthy and address that nutrition before we can take a look individually at the brain. So cleanse, balance, build is our philosophy to cleanse out the toxins, balance the pH and the hormones, and then you have this wonderful palate, cleaned out and balanced, ready to receive this great nutrition. Cleanse, balance, build can be realized when you get our Core Plus package or our Core Complete. Now, our Core Complete is a Core Plus plus the super fruits. So the products I'm going to talk to you about are in there, and I'm going to mention the ones that are not. So let's talk about cleansing first. Cleansing out the toxins, that's going to be so important for your overall brain health. Cleanse and sulfur, those two are in the Core Plus and Core Complete, but the other one, Daily Detox, is not. Now, your body goes through a natural detoxification or cleansing period late in the evening, and I want to thank Melissa Urban for bringing that to my attention. Usually late evening, about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., your body goes through its own natural process of that. But we have two products that help with that. The detoxification process occurs in roughly 3 phases. The first phase is like before it's garbage day, okay? The first phase is going around and gathering up all the garbage like you do in your home, but in your body. The second phase is bundling that up and pulling it into bundles from the different areas. And the third phase is actually taking the trash out. So it's not too different from your home. Daily Detox helps a great deal with phases 1 and 2, and Cleanse is really great at phase 3 of really getting that out, cleansing the 7 eliminatory pathways, not just your kidneys producing urine and your intestines producing stool, but also your lungs, your lymphatic system, your liver, your blood, and your skin. So we cleanse 7 pathways. Those Daily Detox and Cleanse helps to do that. You may not have thought about sulfur as being something that helps cleanse, but sulfur is a fabulous detoxifier of your liver. Moving on to balance, if you have listened to us talk about Pure, you know that our number 1 product is Goyan, and it is our mood balancing superfruit. Balancing, calming, so that's our balance. But I want to point out, it's not just Goyan. One of the things that will balance, and when we're talking about balance, we're talking about your pH and how we're wanting to get you into a more alkaline pH. All of our products are plant-based, and plant-based nutrition is alkalinizing. So Goyan, yes, Goyan, number 1 product, mood balancing for sure, but all of the products that we have are plant-based and they are alkalinizing. So check, we got that. And then finally, once you've cleansed out the toxins and you have balanced your pH, the doctors previously were talking about that also, you can build on the good nutrition, and that's our cleanse, balance, build. Now we have that healthy body. We have contributed to a healthy gut, just like they were talking about. And Rachel, next slide. So now let's talk about overall brain health, improving your cognitive function and maintaining that mental well-being. So for overall brain health and the targeted, I have some top priority products that we have to talk about, some additional products and lifestyle recommendations. Let's talk real quick about the lifestyle recommendations. These aren't going to be foreign to you. It's important to maintain that overall brain health, that you don't smoke, you have alcohol only in moderation, you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, if you need 10 hours, you get 10 hours. And this sleep needs to be a really good, healthy, deep sleep. We need at least 30 minutes in our lifestyle of physical activity, fitness, movement, whatever your movement of choice is. And it's very good to not eat after 9 p.m. or for sure within 3 hours of your bedtime. Now, one of the things that's on here, I would hope people would have an issue with me putting on there, and that's decreasing stress. Now, let me clarify. I'm not going to tell you like a doctor told me in pharmacy school when I had an issue going on that was stress related in pharmacy school, which was very stressful. He said, I just needed to eliminate my stress. Yeah, right. That's not what I mean. What I mean by decreasing stress is if you have situations in your life, people in your life, occurrences, if you have anything in your life that you feel you could make a move toward eliminating to decrease your stress, that's what we're talking about here. You need to try to do that. Before we move off this slide and talk about our top priority products, let's talk about these additional products. Daily detox, one of the key benefits of eliminating toxins from your 7 eliminatory pathways and getting them cleaned out is that it improves your cognitive function. And surely that makes good sense that if you are removing the trash and the toxins from your body, there are less toxins in your body, less toxins in your brain is definitely going to produce a clearer mind and a brain that is functioning at its very best. This next one, now I thought maybe you wouldn't know. Oh, not next slide, Rachel, back to that one. Sorry. The next product is a probiotic, and I thought maybe you wouldn't know why, but the doctors have told you why that's important. Probiotics, the probiotic is important, and I always say, because it's the same analogy that you've heard, if mama ain't happy, ain't no one happy. And just like Doctors Adebanjo just told us, if the gut ain't happy, ain't nothing else happy in the body. So there are multiple studies that have shown correlations between not only a healthy brain, but a healthy body too, and your digestive health. So creating that constant healthy environment in your gut within the intestines will maintain that mental clarity and focus. So now we're going to go to the next slide and we're going to talk about our 2 focus products. The first one is Pure Excel. Let me explain really quickly this about Pure Excel and how it works. This product is profound. It is so fabulous and important for so many areas of the body and your health overall, but fabulous for your mental health. Pure Excel has a trifecta technology. It has antioxidants in it that are the antioxidants that are endogenous that are in your body already. It has glutathione, it has sodium oxide dismutase, so we're going to call it SOD for short, and it has aloe vera acemannan. This trifecta technology is fabulous to fight damaging free radicals that are in your body. Well, what are free radicals? Free radicals are chemicals that are put off kind of like trash from normal chemical functions in your body and normal everyday things that go on in your body. Your body is a miracle, and you know that, created by God, and even the best of the best functions it has still puts off some trash. So you have toxins and you have free radicals and things produced in your body, and you got to get rid of them. Antioxidants are the trash taker outers that remove the free radicals from your body. Antioxidants are so key and important in our bodily functions to keep us cleaned out of the trash. So if you end up with not enough antioxidants in your body and you don't get that trash taken out, then it can lead to something called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress leads to premature aging. And I'm not just talking about wrinkles, which we don't want those either, I know, but premature aging of your organs and of your body. You don't want your heart wearing out and aging ahead of your normal chronological age. You don't want your brain wearing out. You don't want all those things aging prematurely. So Pure Excel, we take Pure Excel and it has glutathione, SOD, and the aloe vera acemannan. Glutathione and SOD are already present in our body. They are endogenous antioxidants that we already have. Pure Excel increases the levels of those in our bodies so that we have more antioxidants to take out those free radicals. You remove those damaging free radicals and toxins from your body, it allows for a clearer cognitive function and less mental stress and fatigue, less of that premature aging on your brain. It increases your ability to fight those environmental stressors we have, environmental stressors from the air we breathe, the food we eat, the liquids that we drink. We are able to get a more restful sleep and have more energy and focus. Oxidative stress also causes damage to even our DNA. That's why it is so important to avoid. Removing free radicals and those toxins by increasing levels of the glutathione and SOD already present in our body, again, helps give the endogenous levels of antioxidants a hand by removing those damaging free radicals. And there are multiple studies that have completed and multiple studies that are ongoing that are looking at the role in Alzheimer's and other dementias. Next slide. Next, we're going to talk about NeuroBoost, which obviously is going to be talked about during mental health. And we talk about NeuroBoost, and you can see right on the label, it claims improved memory and enhanced focus with natural nootropics. Well, a lot of times people think that is the NeuroBoost is needed for the adult that is aging. Well, younger folks need a little help with their brain power too. Younger people are concerned about enhanced attention. They would like better focus. They would like a quicker visual memory. They would like more vast and quicker processing skills. So you can get that with NeuroBoost. We're seeing that. The benefits in NeuroBoost are listed here below two of the key ingredients. The first key ingredient is Synapsa, which is Bacopa monnieri. The benefits there are increased information processing, enhanced focus, memory consolidation improvement, a reduction in anxiety, and that memory improvement, verbal and visual short-term memory improvement that a lot of the younger folks are looking for, but they're not the only ones. We older folks are looking for that too. In addition to Synapsa, NeuroBoost has S7, which increases nitrous oxide production. Why is that important? Nitrous oxide increases blood flow. With an increased blood flow to the brain, you have more oxygen, and a healthier, more oxygenated organ is always going to perform better. In addition to increased nitrous oxide for the brain, we also have it. You get a side benefit for help in cardiovascular health because nitrous oxide is so important to the heart. And notice that number at the bottom. It's pretty profound. A study showed 230% increase or boost in nitrous oxide in the human body after consuming NeuroBoost. One thing I want to say, I did not say about Pure XL before we go on to the next thing, is a lot of our competitors out there that have glutathione products, they say the same thing. They say the same thing that we do, that when you consume their glutathione product, the glutathione levels in your body are going to go up and it's going to help your body. The problem is we have some studies and blood levels to show that's not true. Glutathione is very susceptible for destruction in the GI tract by digestive enzymes and those gastric juices. And so their products are getting destroyed. We have studies, third-party studies on record that show levels pre-administration of Pure XL of glutathione, and we show levels of glutathione after Pure XL is administered, and those glutathione levels go up because this proprietary product and formulation that's so brilliant from Pure is a product that survives that heart attack by the GI tract to destroy it. It survives that, and it does increase our glutathione levels. This product is tried and true. Okay, we can go on. So now we've talked about whole body health and why that's important, and we've talked about overall brain health. Let's talk about a few targeted areas. I only could pick a few, and we'll go with the ones that I think probably hit home for everyone. We're going to address stress management first. We're going to, just like we did before, talk about the top priority products, an additional product, lifestyle recommendations. Lifestyle recommendations, let's talk about those first. They're going to be the same as we just talked about with overall brain health, but with stress management, there's a few you can add. One of them is spending time outside in the sunshine. This time of year, we don't have a lot of sunshine. The folks in Florida have more than we do. But the rest of the country, we suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which, irony is so ironic, is acronym for that is SAD. This time of year, it's gray and depressing, and a lot of people get really down. So getting out in the sunshine can help with that and getting some of that vitamin D. Also for stress, it's helpful in lifestyle to use some mindfulness activities like yoga, meditation, and even some gentle stretching or maybe massage therapy to reduce tension and stress. Also, some other kind of heady things that you can do. Keeping a grateful journal, keeping a positive journal. Surrounding yourself pretty simply and straightforward by things that make you happy. If flowers make you happy and you have garden out there outdoors in your yard when it's warm weather, and the winter you don't have it, then try to bring a bouquet of flowers in every once in a while to boost that mood. Also sharing positivity. Talking increases levels of the generation and levels of serotonin, or 5-HT, which is one of the primary neurotransmitters in your brain, and that can help curb anxiety. So be positive, think positive, journal positive, do some of those things. Let's go on to the next slide. We're going to talk about, you saw the list there, and we're going to talk about 2 products that help with stress relief. First of all is Calcium MK. That is our non-dairy calcium. It is perfectly paired with magnesium and vitamin D. Also, we have potassium and vitamin K and several other things. But this is a key player in both stress relief and stress reduction, mainly because magnesium is a key for relaxation body-wide, relaxation of nerves, relaxation for your overall mental state, relaxation for muscles. I think you have heard about magnesium. 8 out of 10 Americans are deficient in magnesium, and there's a lot of reasons why we don't have time to go into tonight, but magnesium, 8 out of 10 Americans in the last couple of studies I read are deficient in magnesium. Get this in your body. Magnesium, vitamin D, and potassium is absolutely brilliantly combined in the correct ratio in this product to help you maintain calmness. And this product works great as a sleep aid because it offers a great deal of relaxation. And notice in lifestyle recommendations, in the 2 previous points we've talked about, how important sleep was. So getting that sound 7 to 9 hours of good sleep is so important and is proven to relieve stress and provide rejuvenation of the mind and body. Next slide. Serene. Just like the word sounds, Serene is a product that is fabulous. It is a blend of adaptogenic herbs, and the explanation is in the name. Adaptogenic herbs help your body adapt to situations and things that may cause you stress or emotional upheaval, but it helps you balance your mood, minimize the negative effects of stress, and enhance feelings of overall well-being. It is phytonutrients included for hormonal support, and it has a stress relief blend that is proprietary to Pure, which helps support your body's natural ability to handle emotional and mental stress. It also helps you facilitate that healthy sleep. Again, an important lifestyle point that we have talked about twice. Adaptogens do help minimize the negative effects of stress, and we know that stress can impact memory and energy and obviously affect your mental health. Next one is the one you might not have thought about, and that's our GPS Hydrate. Proper hydration is essential for maintaining a healthy mind, not just hydration, but also balancing your electrolytes. Hydrate is loaded with electrolytes and methylated B12 vitamins that are needed for healthy cognitive function, and that great hydration you can get with GPS Hydrate. Targeted mental health, these are a few others: anxiety, depression, ADHD, and ADD. We've talked about a lot of these products already. Anxiety, Goyen is our mood balancing superfruit. Mila is going to be fabulous for anything brain related. Your omega-3s are so crucial and so important for brain health, positive outcomes, and growing. You see anxiety and depression both also talk about Serene. Daily Build is going to be a strong nutritional backup. Calcium, you can see the calcium with the magnesium for anxiety, for calming, and the superfruits are loaded with antioxidants to help remove free radicals and keep those out and keep your body free and your brain clear. One I want to mention with depression is goji. Goji is a superfruit grown in the Himalayan regions of Tibet and Mongolia. It is known as the happy berry. It promotes feelings of overall wellness and happiness. Probably it increases circulation and brings more oxygen to the brain, and that will always bring you brightness and helps with that. We've already talked about cleanse and the importance of keeping the toxins out so that it's not clouding up your brain. And when we talk about ADHD below and ADD, again, we've already addressed Goyen, Mila, Daily Build, and calcium, but energy is a good one for that. If you know a little bit about ADD and ADHD and how it works, it's really crazy. When we treat with medications, we treat with stimulants. So it's probably, without getting real detailed, a little bit of that idea of offering a little bit of a stimulant in our energy with plant-based natural caffeine to that adult or child. I want to encourage you to use the search bar in our Facebook page, Changing Lives with Pure. Get in there and read about what people have really done day to day with these products, the results they've gotten, their testimonies on how they feel. And remember, we can't cover it all right here in just 20 minutes, but these are some products that I hope you will encourage you to try and see if it can't help you with some clarity, and get in there and read what's happened with others.
Well done, Tara. Super fast as it needed to be for us to be able to handle everything tonight. For those of you that are just joining us or you're watching, you're like, oh my gosh, they're going so fast. We understand that the average human has a very, very, very short attention span, and we have a lot of information to get to you. This could be, you guys, I used to attend conferences that were 2 days just on Mila, just on Mila. And we have over 50 products that we're educating you on how they impact specific concerns in our health that we have. And again, some tremendous healthcare providers sharing this information with you. I actually happen to be the next one that is sharing information with you, and it's going to be about the metabolic reset. And specifically how that works. And Greg's testimony was so fantastic, you guys, with the magic. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the reset. And many of you have heard me share my story about the weight that I lost when I first started with Pure. I believe strongly that the majority of Americans are starving, nutritionally starving when they first find Pure. And that's why many, many people see weight loss within their first, not always the first 4 weeks. I only lost 3 pounds my first 4 weeks in Pure. But literally as time went by, I lost 32 pounds over a 3-month period of time. That was when I was in my early 30s. Okay. I'm 40. I don't know how old I am. I'm 49. I think I'm 49. I went through menopause a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Okay. Girl on the left, going through menopause. Girl on the right, 6 weeks after starting the metabolic reset. Okay. That is me. And I will tell you, I've been doing Pure a very, very long time, and I'm a huge proponent of it, but something happens. And I'm not just going to talk about people going through menopause. I'm going to talk about all people struggling with weight. Greg Urban clearly not going through menopause, right? But he began to utilize some of the things I'm going to be talking to you about in the reset, and learn how that works. And my transformation was actually very, very fast when I began to incorporate some of what I'm going to be sharing with you here tonight. The Cleanse, Balance, Build philosophy, phenomenal. It works. But sometimes people are at a place where they're like, yeah, I'm using the Core Plus products. I'm using the Core Complete, and I'm not seeing the results. You need to take it a further step. Okay, so we're going to dive in and go a further step with you. I used to practice medicine full time. A lot of people out there are supplementing with little to no results. What we have just takes it to another level. When I found Pure, I had a cabinet that looked like that cabinet I just showed you, and I immediately saw what they offered, the 30 years in a clinical practice. Using these products, giving them to patients for 30 years in a clinical practice. And I said to myself, with a master's degree in research, I can't out-research 30 years. I started comparing what they had to what I already had in my house, and I said, this is really good, give it to me. And the girl on the left had that massive supplement cabinet and was juicing and had the vegetables, but I wasn't seeing results. And this is 3 months in. The weight loss was pretty tremendous for me. Again, I only lost 3 pounds the first month. There weren't any massive changes the first month. My sleep improved. My son's constipation issues improved. My husband's mood totally changed by the 6th week. Energy levels, of course, improved for me in the first month. But, again, this is just that first couple of months of transformation that many, many people see. But oftentimes we have people who are dealing with their metabolism has just slowed down, and you need to do something a little bit more radical. So that's what I'm going to be walking you through here tonight, is what you can do to take it to another level. Our metabolic transformation, our reset. We have a few different programs. I'm really going to be talking to you tonight about the reset. Dr. Lola already touched on this. Why does this work so well? I believe that over 90% of the health issues we face as a human race, and you could be talking about migraines, eczema, anxiety, suicidal ideations, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, Migraines, alopecia are the result of these three things. We're toxic, we're out of balance, we're undernourished, we're drinking out of plastic water bottles, our food is being sprayed by guys wearing these suits, and our cancer rates are soaring. We wonder why. We're out of balance, we don't get enough sleep, we don't get enough exercise, we're staring at our phones way too much because sitting is truly the new smoking, right? And we're stressed. We're not getting the food, the nutrition we need from our food. We're getting packaged, processed, pasteurized foods, and we call it nutrition. And it's not, guys. Like for over a decade, we've known multiple studies came out in 2010 that essentially came to the conclusion when you put them all together, you'd have to eat 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat in 2010, 13 years ago, to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those things in 1960. Now look at how many calories that is. This is why I say we're all starving because nobody's eating this much. Nobody can afford 80 cups of spinach. They're not eating this much. But if they did, it'd be 3,617 calories. The answer, as you've heard all of the healthcare providers tonight say, is cleanse your body of the toxins, balance out your pH, and build yourselves up with whole raw food nutrition. Our products, many of them are the physician's desk reference. You are hearing from Dr. Lola and Benga Adebanjo tonight. You are hearing from Dr. Tammy Jones tonight. These are medical providers who are recommending to their patients these products. You also heard talk about the Core Plus tonight. These 7 products do that 30-day servicing that cleanses the 7 channels you eliminate through and pours plant-based nutrition in for 30 days. Do it. See what happens. I recommend if you're walking around with prescription medications or over-the-counter medications or NSAIDs, as Dr. Benga talked about, in your bag, if you're popping the Tums and the antacids all the time, you should get started on the Core Complete. You should add the super fruits on. If you're over 40, you're pretty messed up. You should add the super fruits on. Each of them have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown. You just heard Tara talking about the goji, how it increases circulation to all areas of the body, gets more oxygen into all areas of the body. Where blood flows, oxygen goes. That's a good thing, guys. The noni has been used for thousands of years. It's called a digestive bitter. Parasites cannot live in the gut when you're consuming noni. I just saw a video of somebody with their tuna that they purchased from the grocery store and worms coming out of it. Like you eat a lot of fish and you eat a lot of pork, you're eating worms. You're eating parasites. They cannot live in your body when you're consuming noni. Are there parasite flushes and cleanses out there that rip the villi out of your intestinal tract and damage your body? Yes, there are. Don't take those. This is super fruits. They're from the ground. It's fermented noni. You can go to Hawaii to the volcanic regions of the earth and see noni fruits. This is 100% liquefied noni. It hasn't been powdered down, shipped over, rehydrated with juices and who knows what. It's 100% noni. That's what you want. Mangosteen is queen of fruits. It's from Southeast Asia. It's been shown in studies to decrease inflammation, to decrease eosinophil counts. It has xanthones in it, which is so good for anyone struggling with inflammation. Inflammation is at the root of every disease we face. You want to naturally decrease it, not take medications to decrease it. Genesis 1:29 says everything we need for this body, this amazing machine we have, this one irreplaceable asset we have that we like drag around and treat like crap. If you just give it what it needs, get the cleanse the toxins out and pour the nutrition in, you will see it can do amazing things. And I'm not diving into all of these products and what they're all about. We have lots of little videos where you can watch that. They are all incorporated in the metabolic reset. And those are the 6 things most people see when they incorporate them every day. I'm not going to show you the video of my kids. They've been taking them since they were babies. We have smoothies. We have educational videos on how to use the products, how to take the products. And purelifechangers.com, as Dr. Benga and Lola mentioned earlier, wealth of information on this website. Changing Lives with Pure is the website that Tara just mentioned. But I want to tell you right now, if you are planning to dive in to the transformation, if you want to get it, you want to do a reset, you want to lose weight, okay? You're looking to see your cholesterol numbers and triglyceride numbers drop like Greg's, drop like Lindley's husband David's did. There is still time for you to register for this transformation challenge, okay? So what do you need to do? Well, you can incorporate any of the Pure products you want, but we've seen tremendous results with this specific regimen. On purelifechangers.com, there's a reset button at the top of the page. You can go there to learn this information. We have a lot of testimonies of people who followed this plan to see these kinds of results that you're seeing right now. Some people do it 4 weeks, some people do it 8 weeks, some people do it longer. One of the biggest questions is, when I stop, do I go back to my old self? No. And typically what happens is it's a lifestyle change. You're not on a diet. You just learn to eat correctly. You're incorporating the pure products, but you're also learning to eat every 3 hours. You're speeding that metabolism up. You're learning what is right to eat and what is wrong to eat. And we walk you through that. These were some people who did this, the 6-week metabolic reset last year, and their results just in 6 weeks, you guys. If you know you eat too much, you know you drink too much, you consume too much sugar, consider doing the 6-week metabolic reset program. If you're going to do it, you might as well enter the challenge. One of the products that we recommend that you use in the metabolic reset is our new Magic Plus. Results of somebody using them for, what is that, 5 weeks, 22 pounds of weight loss. That's visceral fat right there on the left, gone on the right. I don't put these pictures of myself out on the internet very often, but you can see the radical change when I really went on the metabolic reset, saw the fat drop and the muscle, because I'm in the gym quite often, increase. You guys, let me tell you, I am the person who spent hundreds of dollars a month at F45, at Orange Theory. I would go to all of these classes and have my butt kicked for an hour, hour and a half, sweating, miserable, starving myself, couldn't lose weight. I love what Greg Urban said earlier about magic giving, kind of helping you get past that plateau. I have been working out with the trainer since January of 2023. The change has been radical, and part of what he's imparted to me, and you're going to hear him talking in just a little while about the GPS line, is the importance of consuming food every 3 hours, the importance of drinking a gallon of water a day. And you're going to learn all about that as I'm getting ready to go through the metabolic reset with you. Okay. Magic and Magic Plus are just things that you can do in addition to the metabolic reset to speed your results up, to get you past that plateau. You can see the muscle growth as I continue to follow along with this metabolic reset program. So the Magic and the Magic Plus, again, are additional portions of the reset that I highly recommend. You know, there's a lot of people out there right now buying into injectables. They're injecting something into their body that's slowing down their digestive system, that's making them less hungry, has all kinds of other side effects along with it. And they're not learning to change the way they're living, the things that they're doing that are causing them to be where they are, cause them to get in this place that they're in the first place. So as soon as they stop the very expensive injectables, they balloon right back up to where they were before, which who wants that? You want to stay where you were, where you want to stay with what you've lost. So if we can decrease our insulin resistance, if we can decrease our hunger cravings, what Greg did by adding the Magic and the Magic Plus in is exactly what I've been doing. And I have videos where I'm walking you through exactly what's in Magic and Magic Plus and the studies on them and why it works so well. Again, I talked about at the beginning of this entire presentation, our promise, high quality, high concentrated ingredients, and they will not harm you. These products do not harm you. It's a question we get often. Is it safe for me to take? Can I take this? Absolutely, you can. It's interesting. Oftentimes people ask the question, yet they'll go through McDonald's twice a week. It's safer than McDonald's. Okay. I can promise you this is good, safe products. Magic Plus and Magic, again, DNF 10, curbing that appetite, the green coffee bean, the green tea extract. And I have a video specifically diving in on the Magic and Magic Plus. The appetite suppression with Magic Plus is significant. And they've done multiple studies on that, showing the appetite suppressant with that DNF 10 and the results of that. Now, this is it's not a magic pill. It's not overnight. It's not 1 week of results. It's not even 3 to 4 weeks of results. It's a plan that helps boost your results that you're going to get from doing the metabolic reset. Okay. So teacrine is, again, one of the ingredients in our Magic products, decreasing fatigue, decreasing anxiety, and increasing libido. All right. We have a few other products that do that as well, the Goji, the Mila. So the metabolic reset actually has 3 separate phases to it. It's a 6-week program. The first 7 days is a 7-day detox. Well, I'm sorry, the first 7 days you're adding on you're adding the Core Plus on. Those Core 7 products, I recommend the Core Complete. You just keep doing whatever it is you typically do. Rachel, do I need to change what I eat for breakfast? Not the first 7 days. Do I need to change what I eat for dinner? Not the first 7 days. Don't change anything. Just add the pure Core products on. The second week, 7 days, 8 through 14, now we're doing the 7-day detox. Now you're starting to feel good. You've got some energy. You're sleeping good. Your bowel habits have improved. You're liking the pure products. You can feel a difference. Now we're going to start to really do the reset. We're going to start to go into this detox where we're totally detoxifying and we are cutting the junk out. We're cutting the alcohol out. We're cutting the sugar out. And we tell you exactly what to eat. And then the last 4 weeks of that program are when you are eating you're eating so much, guys. The last 4 weeks of this metabolic reset, you will feel like you're eating all the time. Every 3 hours you're eating. We set alarms on our phone that are going off. You're drinking a gallon of water a day. You're not consuming the alcohol. You're cutting out a large portion of sugar and white carbohydrates, but you are consuming carbohydrates, things like sweet potatoes, brown rice, oatmeal. So this is not a carb starvation diet at all. This is a reset, teaching your body how to work the way that it's meant to work. So again, those first 7 days, incorporating the Core Plus products, we teach you exactly how to do that, adding the Magic and or Magic Plus on. This smoothie is a part of many of our daily lives. For me, it is my breakfast every single morning, as well as my children. The reset calendar walks you through exactly what to do. Again, remember those first 7 days, you're just adding the core products on with whatever you typically do. But you will see here, day 8 is a cleanse day, and we walk you through exactly what to take every single day. You'll see Metabolic 110 or Max. These are some metabolism boosters that we have in our company, but I would recommend with our brand new release of the Magic that you add the Magic on instead. We walk you through exactly what to consume every single day. You are not consuming a lot of food this week. You are detoxing. Okay, this is a 7-day detox, the second week of your reset. We walk you through exactly what to take, when to take it, and then we move into the third week, or the third phase, I should say. So again, we have the plan for you, what you can consume, what you shouldn't consume, how much water you should be consuming. And then as we move into weeks 4 or 3, 4, 5, 6, we're walking you through what you're going to be consuming every day. And once you start to get it, there's some carb cycling here. Once you start to get it, you understand Monday, I'm having a grain. I'm having oatmeal for breakfast with some blueberries in it, maybe. For lunch, I'm maybe having some wheat bread or Ezekiel bread with turkey and pickles on it. And you're having a piece of fruit, a pear or an apple. Let me just tell you, you are consuming a lot of food. At nighttime, a sweet potato with a piece of steak and some broccoli. A lot of food on this reset program. It's probably the hardest part about the reset is people who have been trying to lose weight are used to starving themselves. Okay. You're going to starve yourself of sugar. You're going to starve yourself of alcohol, but you are going to eat a lot of clean, healthy food while you're consuming the core products. We have lists of what you can purchase, what you should be purchasing, what should be in your pantry, what you're going to be using. And just to give you some pictures, again, I said oatmeal and blueberries. Look at that. Lunch, turkey, pickles. So you've got some spinach on some wheat bread, fruit like kiwi, cucumbers. Is cucumber fruit? I don't know. Cucumbers, strawberries, and your dinner. Broccoli, sweet potato. This is phase 1. This is Monday and Tuesday. Every 3 hours you're eating this stuff, guys. Phase 2 is probably the most difficult phase of the 7-day week. You're eating low fat, low carb for 2 days. And in your head, you go, it's just 2 days. It's just 2 days. This is egg white, salsa, some green onions, and turkey bacon for breakfast. Lunch, we've got some tremendous recipes for you. I believe this is spaghetti squash. Yes, it's spaghetti squash with mushrooms and onions, and it's delicious. If you're not a big food cooker, like you're not a huge chef, I tend to do like I tend to do ground turkey with spinach, onions, and mushrooms. Like this is what I tend to consume a lot of times on phase 2. This is one of my favorite meals ever. But you can, if you are a chef, we have lots of recipes for you to start to experiment and do different things. Phase 3, you're doing fats and carbs, right? So here's some Mila muffins with some eggs. Lunch might be some avocado with some chicken and some salsa. Dinner, steak, avocado salad. Like You guys, this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're eating a lot. What are you cutting out? What's changing, Rachel? No sugar, no donuts, okay? No key lime pie, no alcohol. Cut the alcohol out for 6 weeks and watch what happens. You're eating snacks, you're eating every 3 hours. This is almond butter with some apples. This is a breakfast with Ezekiel toast with avocado and egg. So much food. If you're ready for a change, guys, start by the 7 days with the Core Plus and then dive in and watch what happens. So register for the Transformation Challenge. Ask whoever invited you, how do I find out about that so that you can learn? You can send your pictures in. So if you're going to lose weight, you might as well win money. That would be awesome, right? We have my trainer is going to be, who is a pro bodybuilder. He's going to be educating you on the sports line here in just a moment. I think you can click on that QR code if you're watching this on your laptop and you've got your phone to go register for the Transformation Challenge. Again, also reach out and somebody can get you to that location as well. Okay, we've got some more, another testimony coming on. I hope you guys are enjoying the testimonies. This is my friend Karen Peterson, who I did not know Karen prior to Pure, but I shared this with, gosh, I think I shared this with Lindley, who shared this with Kristen, who Kristen shared it with Karen, but I went to school with Karen's daughter. How funny is that? What a small world. So Karen, I'm hoping that we're going to get to see you. Let's see here. Can I make it so that we can see you? Hopefully we can see and hear her. And if not, we'll skip on and go to the next presenter, but I'm hoping. Hello, Karen. Are you there? There you are. I see her now.
No, that's
I can hear you.
oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
I don't know why you can't see me, but
It's okay. It's okay. I'll ask you one more time. I'll ask you one more time. Let's try one more time.
do I host start my video?
Yes. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. We can hear you. So why don't you go ahead, Karen, and share your story?
Okay. I actually thought it would be you couldn't hear me would be the problem, but okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see my journey. Let's start with 3.5 years ago. I was introduced to Pure, a really good friend. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida, by the way, and a really good friend of mine from Ohio sent me the Pure overview video and um, and asked me to watch it. What she didn't know at that time is that I was going through a very serious illness. Um, and Basically, I was diagnosed with bilateral kidney failure 5 years prior, and I was in that battle for 5 years. And the last the 2 years of that, the doctor was just focusing on saving one kidney. So that was the battle that I was in. And she sends me this video, which it's like I don't have time for this. I think that's typical of what everyone does. I don't have time. But she kept following up with me, and she's a dear friend, and I trust and respect, you know, uh, everything that she does. So I decided to one day, actually, a little voice told me, "You need to watch that video." I watched it, and it emphasized the cleanse, balance, build philosophy. It also mentioned something about the 7 channels of elimination, which, by the way, one of them is your kidneys. So it definitely struck up some attention of mine. I watched it 2 or 3 times. I had my husband watch it, and something said I needed to do this. So I did. I went all in with the 28-day detox, which against her recommendation, because she's like, Karen, this is stringent. But little did she know that I was going through this health issue. And I was like, no, I'm going to do this because I felt like it was my last ditch effort to really try to heal my body. Nothing the doctors were doing was helping, and I've been through multiple, countless procedures. So I ordered it. I was shocked when all those boxes of product came to my door. But I did. Um, I set out my calendar. I set my clock. It was very rigorous, but I did it. I did the 28-day detox to the T. And ironically, 2 weeks after I completed the detox, I went to my doctor. And because I was going at that time every 6 weeks. And he came in doing like a happy dance. He just could not believe it. He goes, there's movement, there's movement. And actually, this is probably the first time that I could even speak about this without actually tearing up and crying. And I was like, what's movement? He goes, your kidneys are starting to function. And I was like, he's like, I don't know what you did. I don't know what's going on, but we finally have movement. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. And I was like, well, I could tell you what I'm doing. And I explained to him that I was doing a detox program. And he was like, yeah, whatever it is, keep on doing it. And I think that will be a common thing that you'll hear from testimonies and people, is that when they discuss this with their doctor, the doctor will say, yeah, whatever it is, keep on doing it. So anyway, that was 3.5 years ago. I am living proof that Pure heals. My kidneys are totally functional. I've had zero issues, but I will tell you this. I take the products every day continuously. I've not stopped. I don't want to go back to that. It's probably the worst phase of my life that I've ever been through. And I went through it with silence, which is a big problem, because now when I try to talk to people about how serious of an ailment I have, they're like, oh, you're kidding me. I had no idea that you were that sick, because nobody really wants to talk about when they're that sick until it's kind of a death situation. And so, I actually looked at my video that's on Life Changers, and that was like, probably 3 years ago. And I saw that it had like 100, 200 or something views. And I thought, you know what? I probably need to do an update, because I'm certain people that see that say, yeah, I wonder where she is now. I wonder how her kidneys are now. People need to know that, yes, that was a dire situation. It was not going to end good if I continued going the route that I was going. And thank you. And I always say this, Live Pure saved my life. And so for that, I am forever thankful to my friend. Shout out to Noelle for introducing Pure to me. And I'm a lifer.
We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're a lifer. Karen, thank you so much for sharing tonight. I'm glad we got to hear your testimony. And you guys, just keeps getting better and better. Next up, we have Dr. Tammy Jones, who runs one of the largest eye clinics in Tennessee. She and her family, and there's a number of eye healthcare providers in her family. And she gives a tremendous presentation on the products and how they affect the eye. Not only that, though, she and her daughters have seen the diagnostic results, what happens behind the eye when they do the testing. And so get your pen and pencil out, you guys. This is going to be a fantastic presentation. Hi, Dr. Jones.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, I'm going to pull up the presentation and click you through and do my best to follow along as you share with everybody what they need to be hearing. So Dr. Tammy Jones, everyone.
So I am blessed and honored to be able to talk to you about two of my favorite things other than God and my family. This is my life right here. So I'm going to have to make it brief on some things that because we use all the products. Okay. And so I try to pick out the 4 main ones that we use. So let's just get started. So again, we recommend the Core Complete, but we're going to target some specific needs in this presentation. The 4 main ones we use is Mila, Skin Defense, Pure XL, and Vision One. Next. So why do we use Mila? Because it's high in omega-3s, it's essential fatty acid, it has anti-inflammatory properties. We use it in our office mostly for meibomian gland dysfunction, dry eye disease, some macular degeneration, glaucoma, but we're just going to focus on the first two. Okay, next. Okay, so Mila, what causes dry eyes? Well, it'd be easier to say what doesn't cause it, but menopause, medications, allergies, antidepressants, cold medicines, exposure to sun, tobacco, sleep apnea, meibomian gland dysfunction, computer, cell phone, prolonged close work, autoimmune. There's 3 parts to your tear film. And if any of those 3 become imbalanced, it's lipid, aqueous, and mucin. If they come in an imbalance in any way, then you'll suffer a dry eye disease. Next. Okay, so dry eye disease is huge, you all. A study of 32,000 women 45 to 85 years old with a diet higher in omega-3s had a lower prevalence of dry eye disease. That was omega-6s to 3 was 4:1 or lower, and that is what is recommended. 4:1 ratio. Most Americans have 10 to 30 times more omega-6s than omega-3s. Dry costs the average person $11,000 per year in office visits, treatments, over-the-counter supplies, and RXs. Dry disease costs the United States greater than $55 billion. This is a huge business. And that's not considering that 60% of people don't even seek treatment. 48% of Americans 18 years and older suffer from dry disease. A Harvard study showed participants who consumed the highest amount of omega-3s had an 83% lower eye disease. Next. Okay, skip that one. We're not going to have time for that. And the next one.
But Tammy, go ahead. Go ahead. Come on.
It is reported that patients with the highest omega-3s were 30% less likely to develop macular degeneration over a 12-year period. The American Heart Association suggests that 1.5 to 3 is beneficial for your heart. And it showed that reduced and blood vessels growing in the retina, and it goes into enzymes. I won't go into that. So you can go on to the next one. Essential fatty acids may help the fluid in the eye to drain properly and reduce glaucoma. So that's how that's beneficial. Okay, so this is a cool story. Well, it's not a cool story. It was actually a dumb story, but we had a patient that come in, and everybody just always likes this story. But he came in and he said his mom had told him to use omega-3s, which was chia seeds and flax seeds for his eye because he had dry, and she told him it would help. So he comes in, he's in excruciating pain. Okay. So I take him and put him behind the slit lamp, and I'm looking, and I'm scared to death of bugs. But anyway, I look at his cornea, and this looks like somebody took a Brillo pad to it. I mean, there were scratches everywhere. No wonder he was in pain. And anytime you see a abrasion, you flip the lid to look underneath the lid to see what may be lodged underneath it. So I flip it, and I'm looking through the loculars, and all these little black things are falling off in the background. And I'm like, and it looked just like ticks. I'm telling you all, it looked just like ticks. So I said, oh my gosh, you've got ticks coming out your eyes. And usually I don't respond. Usually I'm pretty cool with this, but he said, I forgot to tell you, I put my chia seeds and my flax seeds underneath my eyelid so I get my omega-3s. That is not the way to get your omega-3s. Please take them orally. Please use your Mila. Okay, next. All right. So the next one, I love hypochlorous acid. It's non-toxic. It's found in white blood cells. It is effective against bacterial, fungal, and viruses. It's anti-inflammatory. Okay. This stuff is amazing. Okay. The one thing I want to point out between, if you took bacteria, if you took antibiotics to fight a bacteria and took it every single day, you're going to become bacterial resistant. You don't do that with skin defense, and it can kill bacteria. It is amazing. It's non-toxic. It is amazing. We use tons of it. So we most commonly use it for treatment of acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, blepharitis, styes, hordeolum, chalazion, and there's that meibomian gland dysfunction, and surgical procedures. I read a study the other day that showed that before you had cataract surgery, there was suggestion using hypochlorous acid, which is skin defense, and treatment prior to cataract surgery to help prevent endophthalmitis, which is a blinding eyesight disease that comes from an infection sometimes when you have cataract surgery. So, all right, next. Okay, so then here's your meibomian gland. I know most people don't know what that is. If you look at the top lid, there is 20 to 40 of these vertical looking little lines. That is your meibomian glands. Okay. That is a healthy, beautiful eye. And what we did, we have a microscope. You can flip the lid down and take pictures of these glands. So the next one is somebody that's already suffering from a dry eye disease. The middle one you can see is dropped out. And to the right, there's about half of them remaining. Okay. So this one's suffering some. Now the bottom one is in excruciating pain. They have no meibomian glands. So why is that important? Because that's what releases your oil layer. That's where your whole oil layer of your tear film comes from. So you have your oil, remember, and your aqueous, which is your water, and then your mucin bonds to the cornea. Well, if you don't have the oil layer, then that just leaves your aqueous layer and the mucin. Now nothing's to contain the aqueous, so it evaporates. So now you just left with mucin, which now you have a dry eye. And your tears are so important because they supply your cornea with nutrients and remove debris. I mean, they're so important. Okay, go ahead. So here's some common things that happen when your meibomian glands get clogged. You got a chalazion, a sty, which the medical term is hordeolum, and you got blepharitis and ocular rosacea. So the one on the right, we're going to concentrate on a little bit more because you can see all of that inflammation and the oozing and the crusting and the thickening and the telangiectasia, which is inflamed blood vessels. So what happens when this occurs from the clogged glands, then it starts releasing toxins to the cornea. So then you start having a corneal infection or corneal disease. So it doesn't just affect the lids. One of the worst eye infections I ever saw, an ulcer, was caused by blepharitis. Now, what causes that to clog? Bacterial, fungal, viruses, and eye mites. And go ahead and you can skip that. That one just shows you how to do the lid scrubs that they can watch later if they want. Or you can skip that if you
I'm
want.
not skipping it.
Okay.
I think it's important. Show them.
Okay. All right. So this is me doing on my eye doctor daughter, Casey. And I'm just applying heat to her lids and pretend that it's like 10 minutes. This mask holds heat for a good 30 minutes, but you want it to heat the glands as warm as you can get them. And so that you can melt the oil, is what I'm saying, in the glands. And once it's liquefied, then you can massage it and express the oil out of the glands and try to get those open. And that's what I'm doing right here. And you use pretty much pressure. I mean, you don't push their eye through their head, but you definitely want to use some pressure. And that's one way you can do it. And I'm getting ready to show you a rolling motion that you can use. And you just roll the whole eyelid. And that's how we usually start with somebody has a dry eye. And then there's other things that we go to if we need to. Sometimes you have to use prescriptions. So, and then I spray them with Skin Defense. There you go. And that's how you do a hot compressed lid massage. All right. So here is one of the little boogers that clog up your glands. You are born without these, but 1/3 of all children have these, a half of adults. And if you're over 80, you pretty much have them. The problem is when they become an overabundance. This is a Demodex mite. Wes Fanning loves this. This gives him nightmares for a week. And when I get ready to show him this other one, he's not going to sleep for a month. But anyway, this comes out on your face at night. And this is true. That's a true picture. That's not a fake picture, not altered or anything. They come out at night and they mate on your face. They eat till they explode. This is the problem. When it explodes, it releases all these toxins. The toxins is what causes the inflammation of your eyelid. So where does Skin Defense come in? The inflammation. So you can use tea tree oil and different things to kill them. And actually, there's a new treatment that's $1,800 for a 6-week supply. One drop bottle, and it's $1,800. But you can actually control the inflammation, so the symptoms, so you know your eye feels a whole lot better. So, but they eat bacterial, fungal, and viruses, and then, like I said, if you decrease those through Skin Defense, then you're going to have less of them also. So, that's one of the things that causes all the inflammation, the eyelids, and the irritation. And then we have this little video of the next one. And this is a thoracis palpebrarum. And this is an external view. This is just looking like in a camera. Go ahead.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, there it goes. This is a microscopic view. This is what I see when I look through my oculars.
Yes.
This is hanging down there at the bottom of the eyelashes. You can see it. This is a crab loss of the eyelashes.
Oh my gosh.
This is a sexual transmitted disease. Watch it. You'll see it. It'll hang there. There you go. And you can actually see these with your eyes. Now, this is just magnified. I just wanted to show you really good. So only 3% of the population have these, but they're bigger. They feed off your blood, but they cause a terrible inflammation of your eyelid. So they also then can cause a secondary infection with bacteria and so forth. So the only way you can remove these is you actually have to cut the lashes or pull the nits off, okay? Or you can pull the lashes out and then smother them with a erythromycin ointment or something so they can suffocate them. But you also have to treat the other parts of the body. Now, I have seen these in my office. The sad thing is, if you have a child that comes in with them, then you have to investigate sexual abuse, and you have to evaluate the circumstances, and then you have to report it to DHS if you see a child with these. Okay. All right. So Pure Excel, it has 18 complementary proprietary blends of ingredients. Glutathione is one of the main ingredients. I love glutathione. Before Vision 1, it was one of my favorite things. It is one of the few nutrients that has the ability to neutralize the full spectrum of free radicals throughout the entire body. That is amazing. Your cells are bombarded with over 10,000 free radicals a day. It has the ability to neutralize these, and it's found in every single cell of your body. It's also known as the fountain of youth because it's supposed to make you stay younger and beautiful looking. It is in high concentrations in the brain and the eye, which the eye is actually an extension of the brain. It's a tripeptide amino acid. It's found in sulfur-rich foods, cauliflower, kale, mustard greens. Glutathione is the master antioxidant in the body. It controls your C, your E, everything. So if you have low levels of glutathione, then you're not going to be able to utilize the way you should your other antioxidants you're getting. So what do we use it for? We use it for adjunct treatment in relation to the eye for glaucoma, macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, and other diseases, and cataracts. And I'm going to show you some of this in a minute, some cases. So basically, this slide you can look at later, but it's basically saying you have low levels of glutathione, then your cataracts increase, your diabetic retinopathy increases, your glaucoma, your macular degeneration. So that would tell you if you increase these, then the disease goes down. And who doesn't know somebody that has one of those life-threatening diseases? And even if you don't have it, you have the risk of it being hereditary. So I don't understand why people wouldn't consider taking this, but go ahead. Okay, so Vision 1 is a comprehensive, multi-nutrient, powerful antioxidant. I don't know if y'all getting this, but we're talking a lot about antioxidants and inflammation. It helps adaptation to dark and light environments. It protects against free radicals and oxidative stress. It contains the AREDS2 ingredients in varying strengths, plus more power-packed ingredients not found in AREDS2 that complement it. So Vision 1, compared to the 7 leading brands, is the only one with astaxanthin and goji, approximately 40% more bilberry, 150% more zeaxanthin, 50% more lutein, and no titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is banned in European countries for its ability, or it can cause cancer in laboratory animals and damage DNA. So therefore, it's causing free radicals. So why would you give something that you're trying to prevent free radicals and give something that could possibly cause them? So, and it's in 2 of the main vitamins, I won't mention names, but that you hear on TV all the time. So it is suggested from various studies that you should get 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 is zeaxanthin. Vision 1 has 15 and 5. AREDS2 study was the formula that showed that lutein zeaxanthin stops or slows the progression of macular degeneration from the intermediate to the advanced stages. Now, they have come out with a shot that is for the late stages. It's geographic atrophy, but at that point, you're losing your vision, and it's just the last shot effort, no pun intended, to save your vision from totally being gone. But other than that, no smoking, diet, and sunglasses pretty much are the way that you're going to help on macular degeneration. And the only 2 ways that you can get this in the body is through eating foods or supplements. The average person gets 1 to 2 milligrams. Now, remember, I said you needed 10. So, I mean, unless you're eating a cup of collard greens a day, cooked, which I don't know anybody that does that, you're not going to get the right amount of lutein and zeaxanthin. Okay, go ahead. So what do we use it for? We use it for personal and family history of macular degeneration. We use it for exposure to UV light, prolonged exposure to blue light, computers, cell phones, diabetic retinopathy, cataracts. People low in lutein and zeaxanthin have a higher risk of cataracts. You can reduce oxidative stress, the markers that lead to eye damage and vision loss with this vitamin or nutrient. Now, here's my daughter. She's going to show you a couple of cases where we actually use these, and these are two of my favorite, use these products. So go ahead. You can play this. Ooh, I can't hear.
Hold on. You
Okay.
can't hear it, Tammy? Can
I
you
can.
hear it? Okay, hold on. No?
No.
Can anybody hear it? I need to see some Q&As. Can anybody hear it?
Yeah, because you need to hear this. This is really good.
Can anybody hear? I'm going to play it again. Y'all start typing it on the Q&A. If not, we'll figure out another way to show it. Can't hear it. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Tammy, send this to me a different way. We will definitely post this, you guys, in the Life Changers page, because I know this is good. And I know Tammy's excited about it. So we'll
I'm
get
trying
it
to see
to
if I
you.
can do this. Okay.
We'll get it to you.
Okay, I can kind of tell you, I can just tell you a little bit what goes on with this.
Okay.
This is hydrocephalus. This was a 19-year-old kid. I think he was around 19 or 20 when he came in. So he had suffered optic nerve damage for all these years when he was born. So he comes in and all he wants to do is drive his car. Okay. And so Brooke says, I mean, once you have nerve damage, usually, and it's been that long, there's not a whole lot you can do. So she started him on Vision One, Pure Excel, and Daily Build. So this is his visual field. Visual field shows exactly what the peripheral vision is. This plots his visual field. So anyway, the right eye, I think the right eye is pretty much not very good, and the left eye. Okay, yes, right there. Okay, so that's the visual field. This one, you're showing a little bit of graying here, okay? So that means that this one's showing, the one that you had your marker on, is showing that it has a little bit of light to it. You can see the vision's not totally gone right there. But now watch, as she shows, I don't know where she's at on this, but she's going to show you after he comes back in a month or two taking it, and he takes it religiously every single month. And that's his visual field after, I think she said a couple months. And then, so she's going back to show you before.
It looks like April 12th of 2022 to October of 2022.
Yeah.
So
see, I can't see that from here.
6 months.
Yes. Okay. So there's four different views of this.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the first one. This one shows a little bit of light starting to show through the little light gray area. That means the vision's starting to come through. But that is huge from this kid. So the outcome of this was he was he was like 2,400 or something like that. He ends up getting 20/40 vision.
Wow.
And so he could legally drive. Now his mom hasn't let him get his driver's license yet because there, some other things, but he could potentially, because he's 20/40 or better, in his better seeing eye, so he could possibly even drive.
Wow. Okay, we'll get this video up for everybody to see.
There it is. There it is. See that? Look at the difference.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's huge. That is huge.
That's awesome. Okay, we'll get that up for everybody to see.
Okay, and there's one more.
One. Okay. Hold on. I'll go back.
Yeah. Now,
here we go.
Central retinal artery occlusion. I'm pretty sure on this one. The other one you see macular swelling.
Okay.
Yeah, central artery occlusion. Okay, with macular edema. So the one on our left picture is not good. The one on our right picture is. This is a picture of the macular area. This is where all your critical vision comes from. That one has so much swelling. I mean, you don't have to be an eye doctor to tell that that is not good. The one, and she was seeing like light perception or counting fingers, which is pretty close to the same thing. But, and then on the other one, her vision was pretty good. So put her on, this was before Vision 1. So this was just Pure Excel and Daily Build. And watch what you see happening. And I think it's about 5 weeks is what it took on this one. And these aren't altered. You can't alter this. This is a picture.
So is the picture on the left before and the picture on the right is after, or no?
No, the picture. This is the 2 eyes. We're showing you both eyes.
Oh, 2 eyes. Okay.
Okay. You're getting ready to see the other picture. She's going to show you.
This is September 11th.
Yeah. And then she's going to, I think it's October. I can't remember the exact date.
Zooms in.
Now, watch this. Because this doctor, look at that.
There you go.
That's amazing. That is not supposed to happen.
Hmm.
And this was just, this was before Vision 1.
Yeah, that's five. It's like 5-6 weeks
Mhm.
of Daily Build and Pure Excel.
Pure Excel.
Mila? No Mila?
No, it was just those two on that.
Wow, that's amazing.
So the whole thing, if you haven't got anything from this, inflammation is not good. And we have so many tools in our toolbox from Pure that fights inflammation and fights free radicals and it builds up your antioxidants. So y'all, I love you. Please take care of your eyes. God bless.
Thank you. So good, Dr. Tammy Jones. And you guys, I will tell you this. I come from a family of, we don't have good eyes. My prescription is -7. I've worn glasses or contacts since I was 6 years old. And you don't recognize how important something is, I think, oftentimes until you lose it. And the thought of not having your sight is, I think, quite terrifying. And so I am such a huge believer in the Core Complete. And you'll hear me talk about the Core Plus and the Superfruits. I have to be honest, it wasn't until I started hearing the presentations on the Pure Excel and the NeuroBoost and the Vision 1 from people like Dr. Jones that I was like, I need to be better about taking it. Small side note about me, I don't like taking capsules. I actually just ran out and took the NeuroBoost when I was hearing Dr. Moore talk about the NeuroBoost and the benefits of it and the focus. And I mean, this is a 3.5-hour presentation. So I have been doing in my smoothie in the morning, I open up the Pure Excel and put it in my smoothie, and I open up the Vision 1 and I put it in my smoothie. That's what I'm doing every single morning. So I make sure that I'm getting those products in. My husband has no problem dropping those capsules back every morning, but it was listening to people like Dr. Jones that made me recognize the very big importance of consuming these products. Okay, so next we have some more testimonies. Next up, and just so you guys, we have 2 more presenters. One of them, though, had to send me a video, and after hearing that one just now, I'm hoping it'll work. It might not work, but I'm hoping that it does. But we're going to share a story first. Next up with the story is Josh Paskey, who has a tremendous story of why he's sharing Pure and how it radically changed his family's life. And so I'm hoping that we can see him here in a minute, and you guys can hear about his radical, life-changing transformation when he started using Pure in many different ways. So I see you coming on here, Josh. Here we go. And thank you for taking the time out tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we've all heard of the power of the products tonight, right? I mean, unbelievable. And anytime that you want to get involved with a business, you guys, and that's what I want to target on tonight, is not only the power of the products, which we've all heard, I want to talk about the power of the business model that's here. So 5 years ago, you guys, I was living paycheck to paycheck, $30,000 in credit card debt, had a growing family. My desire was always to have more time. My background is not in health and wellness. It is not in sales. Actually, when I watched this business model over at least a 10-year period of time, Rachel's actually my sister, got to watch her go help thousands of people feel better with their health and help people make more money. I was still skeptical, you guys, because my perception was that people were out selling health products. I don't really know too many people that want to sell health products. What intrigued me was the power of the business model. So when you're looking at a business, you always want to have something that's consumable, meaning something that your customers come back to month after month after month. After hearing the presentations tonight, the power of the products, there's no doubt that our products are powerful, they're potent, and they're pure, right? So you want to have a product that's consumable, something that people come back to month after month after month. We have that here at Pure. We have a 92% repurchase rate. The company's been around for 16 years. Those things just don't happen by chance. It happens because it's real. So also you want to have a system that duplicates, meaning you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to have a background in health and wellness. You do not have to be super savvy in sales. You simply have to be coachable, right? So the next thing you want to have is leverage from leadership. So meaning you have a team of people that works for you while you're doing what you do full time. So what intrigued me 5-6 years ago, you guys, was how simple it was to let a tool do the talking, to let a professional do the talking, people that knew their stuff when it came to the power of the products. Now, all we do here was invite people to take a look. That made sense to me. I could do that. So when I saw how simple it was to let a tool do the talking, to be coachable, to get people that had questions or interest on the phone with someone that could answer their questions, now I could do that. Anybody could do that. A 10-year-old can send a video, follow up, get their questions answered, and get them started on the power of these products. So, you know, the first year when we saw 6-figure income come into our household, which was almost 3 times the amount that I'm used to making, you better believe it caught my attention, especially when you have the power of a consumable product, a system that duplicates, and the leverage of leadership that helped you build this business while you do what you do full time. You guys, this business model is set up for busy people. It's set up to do part-time on the side, 20 to 30 minutes per day, simply inviting people to take a look at all the powerful information that you guys have seen tonight, following up. Who's not going to be interested in losing weight, getting off prescription medications, getting rid of inflammation, aches and pains, better sleep, more energy, better performance in the gym, and to make more money part-time on the side? What we have here, you guys, is powerful. It's potent. It's pure. It's what people are looking for in a time just like this. When the economy is struggling, inflation is high, interest rates are high, people are looking for explosive business opportunities, you guys, and we have it here with Pure. So our life has been radically transformed through not only the power of the products, but the power of the business model. It's simple. The investment is low. Help your family feel better, get healthy, and help other people do this exact same thing. You guys, what we have here changes lives. I hope that you get involved with Pure sooner than later. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Josh, for jumping on and sharing your story. I know so many people needed to hear that. We have so much that we're jumping through tonight, guys. You're getting to hear a lot of different people sharing. And next up is going to be on the sports line. Those of you who follow me closely know that I'm often talking about my trainer. You know, for years, I tried to figure out how to get my body in the shape that I wanted it to be in. And finally, I was like, this guy sculpts bodies for a living, so I'm hiring him. And the changes in my physique since hiring him have been tremendous. I asked him if he'd be willing to come on and share about the sports line, educate on the sports line, and why he thinks it's a good program for the average person to consume. And he said, absolutely. So you guys all get to hear Aman's testimony, his story tonight, why he loves Pure. It's a great story. And then also you're going to get to hear him talk about the sports line products. So hopefully we can get him pulled up here, and you guys are going to get, there we go. Oh, it says he declined to be promoted. Don't decline being promoted. And we'll get him popped up here. I think I figured out how to turn the sound on, so hopefully we'll be able to utilize that as we go through into the next presenter. So here we go, Armando. I think we should be seeing you here in just a minute. He's up. There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, there you are. All right. Thank you for jumping on tonight, Armando. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the slides and let you take it away.
All right. Thank you, Rachel. Real quick, I just wanted to touch, why my wife and I take these products. Hold on one second. So we were introduced to Pure back in 2015. However, it was much different back then as far as like the leadership and guidance. I mean, we had no idea about the cleanse, balance, and build philosophy. So, needless to say, nothing ever came of it. Fast forward, we've been with Pure for a little over a year now, and like everyone has said, after taking the products, within the first week, we noticed more energy. My sleep quality improved. Um, I had I just overall felt better, more motivation. But for me, what was really big and huge was I was experiencing no pain. After about a month of taking the products, over the years of heavy lifting, real quick, I've put a lot of stress on my knees. And then I was involved in a car crash, which resulted in 2 herniated discs in my lower back. So if you can imagine, that kind of limited on how I could train. I couldn't even do a lunge, without being in excruciating pain. So after a month of taking these products, I experienced no pain. So for me, that was huge. And until now, I'm able to train as if I have no issues at all. So, but what I'm here for tonight is actually to go over the GPS sports line. So I'm going to have Rachel pull up the slides. Those aren't the ones that all right, but so what I want to touch on real quick is what happens when we're working out. So when we work out, we're applying stress to our muscles, right? This causes micro tears, which then triggers a repair process, which leads to muscle growth and strength improvement. Now, supplements, they provide essential nutrients like protein, vitamins, and minerals, which aid in growth, recovery, enhancing energy levels, and promoting overall performance. There's 3 parts of supplements when working out. There's your pre-workout supplement. These are designed to enhance your exercise performance by providing more energy, improved endurance, better focus, and blood flow to your muscles. Then you have your intra-workout or during workout supplement, which when we're working out and sweating, we're losing both water and electrolytes. So what intra-workout or during workout supplements will do is they will replenish the electrolytes needed along with the essential nutrients like carbohydrates and amino acids to support our energy levels, enhance our endurance, and aid in muscle recovery during exercise, which helps optimize our performance. This will also prevent dehydration and reduce fatigue. And then we have your post-workout supplement. Post-workouts can aid in muscle recovery and growth by providing nutrients like proteins and carbohydrates. Proteins help repair and build muscle tissues, while carbohydrates replenish glycogen stores, providing energy for future workouts. This also our post-workout supplement also has vitamins and minerals that will help reduce muscle soreness. So I want to touch a little bit on each product and the key ingredients. Rachel, yeah, there you go. So we'll start off first with Adapt. Adapt has a key ingredient called Mumi or Mumio, which is said to be the most powerful adaptogen known. Adaptogens are natural substances that help increase the body's resistance to stress and fatigue. What that means is you'll be able to work out longer with more intensity. You'll experience faster recovery times with less soreness. Then we have Circulate. So Circulate has a dual carb feature that consists of isomalt and dextrose. Isomalt is derived from beets, while dextrose is a simple sugar. They provide quick energy source during workouts. Isomalt offers more of a sustained energy release, while dextrose provides rapid energy. Combining both of these together will help maintain energy levels during prolonged workouts. This also contains amino acid complex. For those that don't know, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins crucial for various bodily functions. When you work out, your body's demand for aminos increase to support muscle repair and growth. So some key aminos in this product that I wanted to bring up are L-citrulline and L-arginine. They both have aid in nitric oxide production in the body. They both improve blood flow. L-citrulline can boost exercise performance and reduce fatigue, and L-arginine can help with recovery. This also contains L-glutamine, which is great for muscle recovery and reducing muscle soreness. It also enhances our immune system. Another one I'd like to point out on this product is L-leucine, which is great for promoting muscle growth and repair. Then we have Energize. So Energize has caffeine, which we all know what caffeine is and does. However, our caffeine in this product is all natural, so it's extracted from plant products, not produced from urea and chloroseptic acid. Urea is actually a compound found in urine and some fertilizers, and chloroseptic acid is a corrosive chemical used in various industrial processes. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's not something that I'd be wanting to put in my body. This also does contain amino acid complex. One that I'd like to mention is beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is beneficial during workouts because it helps increase carnosine levels in the muscles. Carnosine buffers lactic acid buildup. Everyone that works out knows about lactic acid buildup and how painful it can be. This delays the muscle fatigue and improves endurance during high-intensity workouts. Another great amino in this is L-carnitine, which plays a role in energy metabolism by transporting fatty acids into cells' mitochondria, where they are used for energy production. This can enhance endurance exercise performance by utilizing fat as a fuel source. Again, this product has dual carb feature and only 1 gram of sugar. Then we have Hydrate. What I like to point out in this is B12. This contains B12 and B6, which play roles in energy production, making them beneficial for workouts by aiding in the conversion of food into energy and promoting overall performance. The amino acid complex in this product is glycine, which supports various functions in the body, including the synthesis of creatine, which plays a role in energy production during high-intensity workouts. Glycine can also reduce inflammation. Taurine is great that this product contains. It aids in muscle function, reducing exercise-induced oxidative stress and promoting hydration. It can also have a role in improving endurance and reducing muscle soreness. Of course, we can't forget our electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and chloride. And this only has 3 grams of sugar, guys, so much better option than Gatorade. Then we have our Rebuild Shake. This shake contains creatine. It's a naturally occurring compound in the body that helps produce energy during high-intensity workouts. Creatine is stored in our muscles and can be attained through dietary sources. However, the levels are far below what we see in supplements. Creatine can enhance ATP regeneration, improving our strength, power, and muscle recovery. What I like about this product is it has a protein blend that consists of whey, isolate, and pea proteins. Post-workout protein is crucial for muscle repair and growth. Whey protein, especially isolate, is a quickly absorbed, providing rapid source of amino acids to support recovery and protein synthesis, which is the process of rebuilding muscle tissue that's damaged after exercise. Pea protein is a high quality and easily digested protein rich in iron, arginine, and amino acids. This can also make you feel full longer. Lastly, we have Reset that has vitamins and minerals in this. A few vitamins I want to point out has vitamin D, which plays a role in muscle function and recovery. This can also help with calcium absorption, which is crucial for muscle contractions. The calcium we have in this is sourced from HMB calcium salt, which supports muscle and bone function. The minerals in this that I like to point out are zinc. This aids in immune function and recovery. Chromium polyniconate, which helps with insulin sensitivity. Amino acids. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Keep going. It's okay.
Amino acids like L-arginine, L-pyroglutamate, and B-hydroxy contribute to protein synthesis, supporting muscle repair. This also has a dual carb feature as well. Collectively, these nutrients play roles in recovery, immune support, and maintaining overall health and after exercising. The best part of all of these products is that they're Informed Sports certified, which means every batch is tested to ensure there's no harmful or banned substances, and our products are safe for everyone to take. So that's my take on our sports line. I hope the information I provided was helpful.
That was great. Thank you, Armando. You guys, I have to tell you, having somebody who knows what they're talking about in regards to the body and making the body look and work the way it's supposed to work is, I think, tremendous that we were able to have him on here. So thank you so much, Armando. And I'm going to dive right in with our next speaker, who is a Black Diamond on our team. She is a chairman Black Diamond, and I've said it throughout the evening. The diamonds, the Black Diamonds, they change a lot of lives. Well, this woman has changed more lives than anybody else that you've heard from tonight. And I'm excited for you all to be able to hear from her as she shares her story and why she's here, why she's sharing this with others. So let's see if we can't pull her up.
Can you see me?
Yes. Hello, everybody. This is Miss Kristen Hendricks. It was her 50th birthday this past weekend at Pure Fire, and now she is here presenting and, well, really sharing her story this evening. So thank you, Kristen, for carving time out for us.
Of course. Hey, everyone. I am Kristen Hendricks from Tallahassee, Florida. And our journey started about 6 years ago with Pure. It'll be 6 years this summer. And my life was corporate America before. I lived out of a suitcase. I frequented the Marriott's and Delta Crown rooms on a regular basis. And my husband and I, at the time, had two teenage daughters, and I was missing out on so much of their life. He was Mr. Mom. He kept everything intact, but I really was missing out. And I parented from a telephone. It really started weighing on me. And 6 years ago, I left the world of corporate America. I had no idea what I was going to do. I did not know anything about network marketing, but a good friend of mine asked me to take a look and mentioned that Skip should get on and look at with us. So I just basically, misery loves company. Again, I didn't know what I was looking at, but I was doing that friend favor. And within 3 minutes, my husband heard the name Phil Knight, and he said, I want everything they have. We're repartnering with Phil Knight again, and I want it all. And this is not what I had in mind. And so I kind of looked at him like he had two heads. A little backstory on us. We are quite a bit age difference. I like to say 3 dog years. It sounds way better than 21 years. And when I was small, as a young child, he was starting sporting goods stores. And he actually was the 74th dealer that Nike ever had. Phil Knight came knocking on his door. He really did not need another shoe line. At the time, Nike had one shoe. They were not the billion-dollar company that they are today that has multiple lines. They had one shoe. Skip did not need that one shoe, but for whatever reason, he took a chance on the name Phil Knight, which is Nike, and the rest is history. He was able to sell his business at the age of 50, my age right now. And it really allowed for me to grow my career in corporate America. But I gave back more vacation than I ever took. And so I was looking for time freedom. I was not into nutrition. Rachel always laughs at me because I was the person that gave my children a Flintstone vitamin once a month and thought that will do them for another 30 days. And so when I looked at Pure, I did not see Pure for the nutrition. Of course, I knew it had to be credible because at the time it was, 11 years old. It was debt free. We were in the physician's desk reference. So my sales marketing mind knew to check those boxes. Obviously this has to be a credible company because they wouldn't be in business. The average business doesn't make it past the 5-year mark. In this day and time, the average business actually doesn't make it past the 1-year mark. So I knew it had to have some credibility, some truth to it, but I did not know nutrition. I didn't know what I didn't know. What I did know was how to make money. What I did know was to look at a compensation plan. That's what I had done for years. I wrote compensation plans. I trained sales staffs. So I did what I knew best. Go look at the compensation plan. Let me see if I'm going to make money here. Guys, I was blown away at the power of the duplication process and at the power of people helping other people. In my world, we never shared secret sauce. You were never going to tell your secrets to success because it took you years to form your craft and to perfect your craft. You certainly were not going to share it with strangers. Here, within 72 hours, we had made our investment back. I had a 7+ figure earner telling me what to do, how to do it. And I was like, this is unbelievable. I've never been in a world where what I did helped other people. What I had done before only helped one person, only one. Here, my efforts were going to help my friends. That excited me. It motivated me. It inspired me because I'd never been in a world where what I did would ever help anyone else. And guys, that's what we do here. Now I spend my days full time. It's kind of crazy because full time used to be 80 hours. And now, a big week now is 30 to 40 hours. And that's coming off of Pure Fire, which was hours and hours of planning and preparation. The average week, is 25 to 30 hours max. And I get to help other people reach goals and dreams that they did not even know was possible. You heard on here tonight, people didn't even dream of beach houses before. They didn't even know they could dream so big. And here those dreams can be reality. And that's the most fulfilling thing in the world, is to be able to help people that you love and care about, that you've known your whole life. And then to be able to help people that you just met be able to make a difference in their family, in their friends' lives. And you just see the duplication process over and over and over. It's amazing to work with credible people. I get to work with so many smart people, and all of us together get to help other people change their lives, whether it's for health or whether it's for wealth. So I'm just so blessed to be here. I'm blessed to get to work with Rachel every single day, and to be able to help so many people leave a legacy for their children and their children's children.
Awesome. Kristen, thank you so much for taking the time out tonight to share your story. Kristen is constantly sharing her story, and she's constantly on Zoom and spreading the news throughout the Southeast and really all across the country on a regular basis. So you're amazing. Thank you very much for taking the time out tonight. I do think I have figured out how to share sound. So I'm gonna read to you all my friend Megan Weigel, who's going to be sharing next. This is actually a video. Megan is a nurse practitioner specializing in neurological care in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. She's been a multiple sclerosis certified nurse since 2005 and a nurse practitioner for over 20 years. She's also a board certified advanced practice holistic nurse. She earned her doctorate of nursing practice from the University of Florida, where her research emphasis was on preventative health care. She also completed a fellowship in integrative medicine at the University of Arizona in the fall of 2018, which complements her practice focus on wellness and holistic care. So I'm telling you all of this because she's going to be focusing on the neurologic system and why she recommends it to her patients, why she believes everybody should be using it. And I'm really hoping that I can just dive right in and share the sound. The sound is the key here, right? We want to make sure we've got the sound. So let's see if this works. Somebody text me if you can't hear the sound.
Hey everybody, this is Megan Weigel. I am a nurse practitioner in neurology here in Jacksonville. I've been practicing for, about 22 years in the specialty of multiple sclerosis and neuroimmunology.
Oh.
But I do see general neurology patients, and I'm super excited to talk to you today about how you can purify your nervous system. So what is the nervous system? Well, it's your central nervous system and your peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is your brain and spinal cord and optic nerves. Peripheral nervous system are the nerves that go out from there, and they end at your fingertips and toes and skin. The nervous system eludes many people, but it's a really exciting place to start with our products. I apologize for the noise in the background. It's a really important place to start with our products because it affects everything. How does it affect everything? Well, it affects everything basically like lightning. So think for a minute about when you get nervous, scared, or excited about something and how it feels in your body. For me, I feel like tingling in my fingertips, or maybe your heart jumps into your throat. All of that happens in the microsecond because of neurohormones. Neurohormones or neurochemicals are the same things that cause us to either run and fight or flight, or to rest and digest. And believe it or not, we're all still cavemen. So what used to happen is that cavemen ran from tigers and their nervous system was turned on for fight or flight. And when they got in the cave and they didn't get eaten, the fight or flight nervous system turned off and the caveman relaxed. And he was like, whew, that was a close call. We're all still cavemen. And what happens today is that we never get the chance to relax. So all of these things on the right-hand side cause us to constantly be in a state of fight or flight. We wake up at 4:45 because it's the only time we have to exercise. Then we go and sit in traffic and we listen to the news on the way, and we worry about not enough money, too much money, paying the bills, social media, who liked us, who didn't like us, whether or not we posted. And then we have to drink coffee to get through the day because we're so excited. And then we have to drink more coffee to meet our friends for happy hour. And then we get home and we have to deal with the kids and the spouses and the families and the partners. And it's exhausting just even talking about it. So how can we fix it? What else does it do? So I like to talk about the missing piece of the gut-brain connection, because all of these things that we are exposed to and that we put into our minds, our hearts, and our mouths can cause reactions. Can cause reactions in the gut that that affects our nervous system in a good way or a bad way. So if we're putting in things that cause our fight or flight hormones to be released chronically, then it's going to result in increased intestinal permeability and signals that go back to the brain that says something wrong, causes a storm. The microglia in the brain, which are like the gardeners of the brain, they prune the wrong things. That's why people with other medical conditions that aren't supposed to affect the brain end up with things like brain fog and chronic fatigue. And the system just continues to go around and around and around. So we want to teach the gut and the brain that things are calm, and that when stress needs to happen, it can happen quickly and we can retreat from it. Let's take a minute here to get to that place of calm, because I'm going to keep talking really fast and this will actually hopefully help you guys digest what I'm saying. So just go ahead and get comfortable in your seat wherever you are. Put your feet on the floor. If you're barefoot, that's even greater. And I want you to take a deep breath in and then empty it out all the way. Now take a deep breath in through your nose to a count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it to a count of 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then open your mouth and exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you sighed, that's great, even better. It's called the 4-7-8 breath. You can teach that to anyone. It takes 19 seconds and your heart rate probably just came down a few points. So let's move on to how we promote brain health. Well, we do it by doing things that are accessible to most of us. Sleep, healthy food, exercise, mindfulness through meditation, breath work, prayer, social interaction, and continuing to learn new things. All of these things encourage neuroplasticity. Well, what is neuroplasticity? It's basically the brain's ability to modify, change, and adapt structure and function because of what it's exposed to. This is influenced by your body's internal environment and its external environment. You can control the internal environment if you're controlling the external environment. You can do this through continuing to challenge yourself mentally, exercising, which also causes nerve growth in the brain, providing your brain with healthy nutrition, getting TLC, having social interaction, sleeping well, and meditating. Where do you start? You start here. You start with Core Complete. In my opinion, the things that I'm going to talk about today that are like extras for certain disease states have a much better chance of actually working if a person is using the Core Complete package. So that includes Daily Build, Mila, Calcium K, Goyin, the superfruit juices, organic sulfur, cleansing every 2 to 3 months for a week, and using energy as needed. Prevention is brain health, is heart health, is blah, blah, blah. It's all kinds of health. Receptors from foods high in fiber and omega-3s stimulate anti-inflammatory effects. Flavonoids activate them. Short-chain fatty acids that are made in the gut from high-fiber foods produce anti-inflammatory proteins. Foods high in polyunsaturated fatty acids are anti-inflammatory, and in animal models provide evidence for neuroprotection. Higher levels of intake of fruits and vegetables are associated with reduced relapses and disability and diseases like multiple sclerosis. And foods high in fiber from whole grains, fruits, and veggies activate receptors that decrease recruitment of inflammatory cells and proteins. The problem is the food that we eat is affected by the soil that it's grown in, which isn't as great as it used to be. So where can we get all these things? In Core Complete. It helps us cleanse, balance, and build, and that's where you need to start. If that's all that a person can afford, is Core Complete, then start there. The rest of the stuff that I'm going to talk about is icing on the cake. For migraine, there's some preliminary data that say that probiotics are important in migraine. Migraine tends to be a condition that's associated with stress. So goes irritable bowel syndrome. Probiotics are pretty foundational for treating that. So I think a probiotic is really important, as is daily detox. The reason I threw in daily detox is because many of us lack the ability to break down our sex hormone byproducts. These can build up in the body, cause backup in the liver, make it harder to eliminate all kinds of toxins. And so we need the sulforaphanes and things like that, the antioxidants and daily detox to help us. In particular, the magnesium and calcium K is going to help migraine. The next is sleep. Core Complete. Add in sleep trim for melatonin. Add in serene if there are some more additional issues with depression or anxiety. The next one is neuropathy. I have Daily Detox and Pure XL in here because they are so full of antioxidants. Neuropathy can be caused by toxic problems like exposure to literal toxins. It can also be caused by autoimmune conditions, and it can also be caused by insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes. So the components in Core Complete, Daily Detox, and Pure XL should help the body process these things better and may also help improve pain. TBI and concussion, I add in Neuro Boost for focus, for concentration, for memory. I add in Adapt for the ability to help the circulation in the brain, and I add in Pure XL for its antioxidant component. The main one that I'm concerned about in TBI and concussion is N-acetylcysteine, which is in Pure XL. N-acetylcysteine, omega-3 fatty acids, and magnesium are foundational, as is sleep. I'm so sorry for the noise in my house. This is the only chance I had to do this today. As is sleep. Sleep is very important in TBI and concussion. And if that is a problem, once a person has a head injury, then encourage them to add in sleep trim. Parkinson's disease, we've got the Core Complete products. We're adding in the antioxidants of Daily Detox Pure Excel, preliminary research about the dysbiotic nature of the gut in Parkinson's disease. We need a probiotic. What I neglected to say a few slides earlier is that our probiotic also has a prebiotic. It's 2 products in one. We don't talk about that very often, and it's very important because that prebiotic fiber helps make those short-chain fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory. NeuroBoost can help with focus and concentration. Dementia, similar to Parkinson's, and in fact, the 2 that I added here, the protein and the greens, are mainly because of appetite changes that we see in dementia, or access or lack thereof to healthy foods. Medium chain triglycerides in our protein are helpful for cognitive health. The greens give us additional opportunities to give the body green leafy vegetables. You could also add these into Parkinson's disease if a person is having difficulty taking in enough calories, because Parkinson's disease is a hyperkinetic disease. The body moves really fast. Sometimes people need more calories. So again, really foundational for dementias, no matter what type it is. And multiple sclerosis, as you can see, it looks very similar to dementia. The reason being because the gut needs to be okay. Most people with multiple sclerosis are experiencing fatigue and cognitive issues. NeuroBoost is really helpful. We need those antioxidants from Pure Excel. And then we need nutrition, medium chain triglycerides. We need the sulforaphanes from greens. And then in multiple sclerosis, when a person is dehydrated, their symptoms can be worse. I love our hydrate because the sweetener that's used provides for a steady release of insulin, and there are low doses of amino acids that are foundational for the way our muscles move and the way our body makes energy. So very, very important. Food for thought, magic. I think it's way more of a wellness supplement than just a weight loss support supplement. And that goes for people living with bowel issues, metabolic conditions, inflammatory conditions, and even mental health issues like depression and anxiety. One of the things that I love most about our products is that they truly are balanced. So if I'm fellowship trained in integrative medicine, and if I look up, say, the benefits of a certain herb, and I find that, well, maybe this herb might be associated with anxiety, I'm going to find another one in the same product that's associated with relaxation or calm. So these products truly are balanced. When we talk about cleansing, balancing, and building, you can be assured that our products truly are balancing. I'd like to end with this quote: "A cure is a medical procedure that reliably helps you recover from illness. Healing is an inner process through which the human organism seeks its own recovery physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually." And I charge you guys as you move forward with Pure to offer people opportunity to find their healing. Thanks so much and enjoy your evening.
I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope that you note the caliber of professionals we have that are sharing and using these products for, I think, 12 years maybe, and has come back over and over again and said, what we have here is really tremendous. And so we will be uploading that specific presentation that she did so that you all can learn from that, because it's pretty powerful what we have. And when you begin to realize how powerful it is, you want to learn more about sharing it. You want to make sure that the people in your life know about it. And so one of the things that I want to make sure that I show you for a moment is really where you can go with this. I mean, Josh talked a little bit about that possibility. Kristen talked a little bit about the possibility of sharing and what that does for you and where you can go with it. But I want you to understand that most people watching this are probably already consuming, already sharing, already wanting to tell people in their lives about it. Maybe not. Maybe after this, you'll be more willing to tell people about it. That's my hope. is that you become very passionate, empowered about sharing this with others. And I want to tell you some of the best things about our company, and that's the community. We have this amazing community of people. We've traveled the world together. We've gone to Greece, we've gone to Bora Bora, we've gone to Italy, and our next trip that we're going to is actually on a cruise. And then the next trip is to Switzerland. I'm not going to take the time to show this video of Switzerland, but these are some pictures of the places that we've traveled together. And you guys, if you're looking for a community of people who care about helping others, who care about having time to spend with your family, who care about having time to do the things you're passionate about, you have found the right place. We have nutrition tasting hours in our homes. We have presentations like this. Obviously, this is a long one. It's meant to make up for this full day seminar that we missed out on last week because the hotel was evacuated. But we have a community of people that really become your family of choice. And we recognize people, but I want you guys to know that we have regular meetings. We do every Monday night at 8:30. We do a short 20 to 30-minute presentation with testimonies where you can hear about what this is all about. We have another Pure Fire event next year in 2025. It's going to be in February. It's going to be somewhere in Florida, and the tickets for that are on sale now. They're actually at their lowest price they've ever been, and you can go to lifechangerstraining.com if you are a brand partner and sign in, and you can get your tickets there. Get back to the person who invited you. Ask them how you can get those tickets if that's something you're interested in. But most importantly, I want you to get back to the person who invited you if you're a guest. Make sure you know how to place your order. livepure.com. If you heard about Pure XL tonight and you're like, I want that, you've never ordered from us, throw the Pure XL into your cart. Choose to check out, choose to be a preferred customer. Basically, you give the company your email address and you get 25% off of the product. Enter the name of the person who invited you when you're checking out to make sure that they get credit. The company gives them a referral fee. Thank you for opening your mouth, Beth, and sharing it with Samantha. And if Samantha chooses to order, Beth gets a referral, a commission from Samantha ordering. Rather than paying for marketing firms, they've chosen to pay us because word of mouth advertising works best. And so I just encourage you, don't pick and choose Pure XL Vision 1. Try to start with the Core Plus or the Core Complete, the 30-day servicing, maybe the reset. Maybe you're going to start with the Ultimate Reset, which is for your whole family to do a reset. The wellness packages, the family packages. I started with a family package. I didn't want to just service my body. I wanted my whole family's body to be serviced. And after the little bit of research that I did, I said, this is a really good stuff. I'm in. Give me everything. If it can save me from going to the health food store, I'm in. And so whoever invited you tonight thought you might be interested in the nutritional backing of where these products come from, what they're all about. You can go to livepure.com right now or reach out to the person who invited you and tell them, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to place an order. And they can send you a link so you can go ahead and start ordering today. Within days, usually people start to see changes. You've been destroying your body for decades. It might take a couple of weeks. It might take a couple of months, but prevention is so powerful. Treat this one irreplaceable asset that you were given like it deserves to be treated. If your phone breaks, your car breaks down, the air conditioning in your house breaks, you're dropping the money to get those things fixed. If you're struggling with your health, there are signs. If you're toxic, there are signs. Get this 30-day servicing pack, the Core Complete, in your body. Less than $10 a day to get your body serviced and get it on track to where it needs to be going for just the first 30 days. After the first 30 days, you'll probably purchase 2 to 3 products a month. After watching this, maybe you'll add a few more products on. I know that I, like I said, ran out and took the NeuroBoost halfway through this presentation. Let me say thank you to all the presenters. Thank you all for taking time out tonight to share this information. We appreciate you so much. And if you want to see them live and in person, make sure that you grab those tickets for Pure Fire next year. Prices are going up. They were going to go up tonight. They're going to go up Tuesday night at midnight will be the last time that you can purchase the low prices. And again, thank you to everybody. The videos that we had, we'll be uploading all of them, and I will be breaking this down into smaller portions and posting it in places so that everybody can watch and get the great information.